Slash your time with TripleG. Brace yourself for the things you'll see. From comic books to toys and more, and all cartoons that we adore. Pop culture, flicks, and geeky stuff. We love it all and can't get enough. So settle in and enjoy the show. Please hit like and subscribe before you go.
How's it hanging, YouTube? It's Peter here, your ginger Geordie Geek. Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Panel Breakers. And as ever, I'm joined by my best pals on YouTube. We've got James T of the Keegan. How are you, James?
Ayo, I am very well. Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure to have you, James. Always a pleasure. We've got lots to talk about tonight, so looking forward to getting your thoughts on some of the movie news that we've been seeing lately. And we have got getting himself all oh, someone's got the phone notifications on. Is that you, Mr. Keegan? Who's that?
That's me.
No, my mic was off.
Me.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Sorrel, could you please sit yourself on the
I'm putting you on silent. Sorry, mate.
For one minute. Anyway, Efren, getting all set up and getting ready for San Diego Comic of the Con. That's this weekend, isn't it?
What is going on, comic book familia? Starting tomorrow from Wednesday through Sunday, no sleep. San Diego Comic Con is here, and I'll be posting on Instagram pictures and going live and seeing what exclusives I can get. I'm ready.
Good stuff. Good. Can't wait, Efren. Can't wait to see. I was just thinking, actually, it's a while since we've had a What Is Up Comic Book Familia with that enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Don't think we've had that for a little while. It's nice to see. To see. And we have got Super Sorrel himself. How are you doing, Sorrel? Are you still coping? Because, I mean, you must be on, what, day 18 or something? Oh, well, actually, that's a ridiculous thing. Day 22 of your month-long worth of lives.
I've missed, so out of the entire month, I've only missed 2 so far. So I'm on 20 out of 31. So not bad at all. I'm doing well. I've never done this many lives in a month in my life. So I'm sticking with it. I've been doing it.
So are you going to do an additional one to catch up?
I'm going to do additionals. I'm going to make sure I have 31 lives in July to make up for it. So.
Mad. Insane. Anyway, listen, good to see you, chaps. We've got tons to get through tonight, so let's crack on. Before we do that, if you've not been on this show before, this is our weekly show, Panel Breakers. We're going to talk a little bit about geeky related news. We're going to do some comic book watching, so we're going to look at what comics are coming out over the next few days. We're going to talk about toys and action figure news. We've got a little bit of a quiz to do later on for the chaps on screen, and you guys can play away at home as well. And we've got what is fast becoming certainly Chris Bell's favourite part of the show, the negative zone. See, I would have to say, how long have we been going now so I don't get slapped by YouTube? 3 minutes, so I can swear. Great. It's called the negative zone, Chris, not fuck off, okay? Chris is, he seems to be very keen on saying it's the F off section of the channel. I mean, you could call it that, but yeah, we're going to get to that in a bit. I hope you guys have been thinking about that. So, before we crack on, let's see who we've got. We've got Jack. We're going to touch on this in a second, Jack. Yep, it's very sad, but we're going to mention that in a minute, mate. Nice to see you. We've got Anton. Always nice to see you, all the way from good old Italy. We've got Scott. Very pleased to see you, Scott. Thank you very much for jumping on. We've got Ash. Thank you very much, Ash. Nice to see you. Wayne, you're in the wrong stream, mate. There's no, yeah. I mean, does this really look like an orgy you want to take part in? Let's be honest. Yeah, wow. We've got Andy. Nice to see you, Andy. Hope you're doing well, pal. And we've got Joshy Boy Toys. Joshy's just put a great video out, ladies and gents. Please go check that out. About some what was it again? Is it the blockies?
The minions.
The minion blocky things. Yeah, really cool. So go check that out, please. We've got Chris. Good evening. So many things that can F off so little time. We've got Aussie AC all the way from Australia. There's the little minion things. Very cool. Nice of you to join with me. Thank you very much. We've got Rogue One Photography. Thank you for jumping on, Phil. Hope you're doing well, bud. And we've got Fuzzy. Hello, Pimps, Gimps, Simps, and Sheriff. And the Sheriff Dunlop is in town. Nice to see you, Fuzzy. Hope you're doing well. Andrew, always good to see you, bud. Why is it I wave back every time Sorrel waves into the camera? It's polite, mate. It's polite. We've got C4 Darkmane. Thank you very much for joining. And we've got Terry. Always good to see Terry. Terry's just put out a new video, I believe. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, Terry, but I got your message to say you put one out. So let one know in the chat what that one's all about. We'll check in on that. Chris, I see you've changed your PlayStation bedspread to another PlayStation bedspread. I think he's just turned it over. He's just turned it over.
Literally, yeah.
I see, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same one.
You boy.
I was just thinking. I know they wash, man. I watch them once a week. I was just thinking, literally right before the show. I'm finding it hard to pinpoint when Chris Bell turned into a prick, because I feel like he's just taking pops.
How dare you, Chris? Don't insult my audience.
It's different.
Chris
I don't
Bell is a
know
god.
exactly when in the timeline that happened, but what did I do? I didn't do shit.
Chris, keep it up, Chris. Keep it up, Chris. Even James's mummy changes his covers. We got Samurai. Nice to see you, Samurai. Oh God. Oh, we got Andy. Andy, I'm only here for the giveaway. You're not allowed to enter, mate. You're not allowed to enter. Hard to bear. Cock off. What's the purple crown XP thing? Oh, it's a mystery. Only Sorrel knows. It's something to do with the amount of times you comment. It's nothing from me, SM.
So yeah, it's something that YouTube's put in place to improve the people in, like, to improve the chat, and basically to give people a purpose to keep commenting. So the more you comment, the more XP you earn. If you hit like, subscribe, any way you can engage with YouTube, they'll give you experience points. There's a leaderboard at the top of the chat, so you can see who's currently leading the chat. There you go.
Does that cross across the whole channel or just per video?
Just on the live streams. It resets after every live stream. So people can get extra XP by donating and stuff like that. You'll be amazed at how many people want to be the top of the leaderboard. It's ridiculous.
And they'll throw €2 in there to...
Well, what a strange, weird thing for YouTube to think is important. Anyway, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to you about this after the video, Sorrel, because I understand one thing you said.
We're still talking about the orgy. You have seen Wayne Wright, of course he's up for it. Jesus, who's talking? Oh God! Oh,
I don't disclose that in public.
Yeah.
That's a yes.
That's a yes. That's a yes. The Prime Minister's in. Did someone say orgy? Oh Christ! I agree.
It started early.
SM, I agree. Mr. Terrific definitely stole the show. Superb. Stains on your bed sheet. You filthy animal. We've got dates now. I'm that lost off. What are the dates for? 2019, 1st of January, 2021.
When Chris Bell turned into a prick.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to guess.
This chat has devolved early tonight.
I thought I was at the end of the comments, and all of a sudden I've got like 15 more. I can pinpoint the exact date, 22nd of March, 78. Kolchak Part 2. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, make sure you check that out. Make sure you check that out. Chris might be a prick, but he's our prick. I'm number 1 on it. I'm sorry, I can't. What?
On the leaderboard.
On the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Got you. Very cool. Get Anton's straight in there. He hopes he wins the giveaway. Good stuff. It's bollocks. You see, we've been chuntering on, so I'm a bit behind on what this is all in reference to. It could be anything.
I'm guessing it's still about the leaderboard
it's the
thing.
XP
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, the
Jack's
XP
comment
stuff
as well.
Yeah. It's like, mental, isn't it? Mental. So talk more, and we get a wee crown that serves no purpose. Got it.
That's
That
exactly
sounds about
it.
right. That sounds about right. Just as long as oh my God, Wayne. Jack's in full force tonight. Who's getting ripped next? Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. We've got 26 people attacking each other, which is lovely. So thank you very much, everybody. Please do. Oh God, Dark Mean's on it. So if I spam chat. Oh Jesus! Can we stop the slides? Gaming section. There's no slides this week. He went in a huff. He's not sent any slides for the gaming section, because of Chris Bell. Do a show of niggas and stuff. In fact, just pick the. Oh God! Oh, I'm sorry if I've upset you, James. Having met you in real life, I can confirm your contempt.
I am nothing but authentic, so.
C4 Dark Man is still plodding on. Oh, Von Hoot's here. You're all twats. Efren, do you get this level of content? Echo. Do you get
Yeah.
this level of content on your live show? Do you get people jumping in to abuse you on that?
Well, since I only get like 1 or 2 viewers at a time, so no.
Oh,
Oh God. Oh, Fuzzy was looking forward to the game.
No, I didn't do any because nobody fucking cares. So why would I bother?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shelley, run now. It's mad. It's mental here tonight. He's paid to watch live bullying. It's like sport. It's like watching the boxing. Right. Let's move away from the insanity. We are here to talk all things geeky tonight. Want to start off? Obviously, this has literally just happened as we've gone live. Very sad
literally
news.
live. I was literally live when this broke, and everyone was messaging me and ringing me, and it was insane.
I know it's awful. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm not massive fan of the music. I'm not really. I don't really listen to it. I like changes and things like that. But I'm a massive fan of the TV show and him as an individual, as a character. I guess you know. So yeah, just very sad. Sorrel, I know you're a big fan, aren't you?
I'm a big metalhead. I'm a big 80s metalhead, so Ozzy's a part of that for me. Black Sabbath, his solo career. Just an all-around good guy, isn't he? Yeah. The fact that the entirety of the concert earnings went to charity
Oh, absolutely.
is awesome overall, isn't it? So yeah, it's sad to see him go. He's a big character.
Efren, are you familiar with Ozzy Osbourne? I mean, he's
Oh
massive in
yeah,
the States,
yeah, I
isn't
am.
he? Yeah.
You know, just like you know, I knew of him. I knew of him, of course, and I liked his music, but I wasn't really into it. You know, but rest in peace. You know, just sad.
Yeah. And Mr. Keegan, you familiar?
Yeah, fantastic musician, but like you know, as a TV personality, I guess is how I'm more familiar with him. Like I used to watch the Osbournes back when it was on TV. He was always just even the most basic interactions with him were always hilarious. You know, so yeah, I've always liked him. It's very sad, I think. Just
a proper character. Lots of people in the chat are saying it's awful. Rip, what a legend. Super bummed about Ozzy. Andy's still banging on about the bounty chocolate. It's dirty, Andy. It's dirty.
Horrible. Like of all
Horrible.
the choices,
The worst.
you have to pick bounty. The worst.
Yeah. If I say it's my birthday on Sunday, just gone, does that give me... sorry, we've missed it. If it was this Sunday, we would have, but afraid not. Nice try, Rod. Nice try. If you told us earlier, SM, I would have given you a special mug just to wind James up.
She'd pass it on. Just to
Jack, been watching the Osbournes on Prime. Yeah, it's superb, just superb. Yeah, I saw that as well from the Cosbys.
Wow.
Very sad. I don't know if he was in much. Was he in much else, Theo? I remember him from the Cosbys.
Yeah, he'd be on other TV shows every now and then. He'd be guest hosting. I mean, not guest hosting, guest starring on shows throughout the years. Yeah, he had his own TV show for a while too, for a couple of years. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. If he gets remembered for a reality TV instead of inventing heavy metal, that is very true, Andrew. That is very true. And Wayne, you're right. You had a fantastic life. Let's see. She's got a mug. He's got PlayStation. Broom. Okay, guys. Let's crack on. We've got lots to talk about, so let's do some news. Lots of things to mention. Mortal Kombat. We had the trailer last week. I know a few of you have watched that now. A whole host of posters came out. There's a ton of characters in this.
So many.
Which is hopefully meaning we are going to get some tournament action, lots of fight scenes, lots of battle sequences. That initial trailer, Efren, I don't know, have you seen the initial trailer, Efren?
No, I have not.
Oh, has my camera gone off?
We've just lost your camera, yeah.
Oh, where have I gone?
I think this is an improvement, to be honest.
Oh, funny. Yeah. Right, guys, keep talking, and I'll try and sort this out. So yeah, we've got the Mortal Kombat trailer out. What did you think of it? Did you like it?
Loved it. I'm a huge fan of Mortal Kombat. I love all these characters. It was nice seeing some that we didn't know was going to be in it. So Baraka, for example, that was really cool to see. Kano's back. I'm really happy about that. Like, there's a few characters that died in the first movie and they're back. They were resurrected at the end of the last one. So it's cool to see them. Like Sindel, it's a really cool one. Shao Kahn, his design looks awesome. You know, he's like the kind of Thanos character of this universe. You know, so yeah, like I think the action looks good. Character interactions look really good. I think it's gonna be a really fun movie. You know.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, but there's one thing that really bugs me about the trailer. Jade is bald.
I'm so sick to death of people bitching about this actress now because like it was the same thing. She's starring in that Naughty Dog game and everyone's moaning about her. She's awesome. She's cool. She'll be
I don't
great as
even know who
Jade.
she is. I don't know what that one is.
Tati Gabrielle. She was in the Uncharted movie. She was the bad guy in that.
Okay.
And then she's in The Last of Us. She's Nora.
She
girl
plays
that-
the in
that
Mortal
Ellie kills in the
Kombat. Sorry,
hospital.
mate.
Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, I was saying in Mortal Kombat, she's playing Jade, which is the bodyguard of Katana, basically.
Sorry, just distracted there. Shelley spoke to Ozzy and Sharon on the phone. They were reporting their
I
house
think-
being burned.
I think she's being Saka. I think she's doing the "he was at my gym" style comment.
Oh, right.
I think that's what she's aimed for with that. I may be wrong. Maybe she does know Sharon Ozzy, but I don't know.
Let we know. Let we know, Shelley. Let we know. Loads of people in the comments saying that the trailer looked interesting, but it looks like they're out of money for Raiden's costume.
I think they've
It's
given
ac-
away
it's
3
accurate.
kills like in the trailer.
How dare you doubt her, Sorrel?
Ah,
I think
no, okay,
You owe her a
okay.
formal apology.
Oh, he was in the police. Ah, okie dokie.
Very
Cool.
cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
I'm excited for this. I think this is going to be good. Everyone, have you got any interest in this movie?
No, not at all.
That's a shame. It's such a common.
I never got into the game, so I don't know. I don't know much about it. I hope there's a good plot and not just
There
fighting.
is. No, there is. The characters mostly are incredible. Like it's very like comic booky, superhero-y kind of.
Is
thing.
this a sequel or is
This
this?
is Mortal Kombat 2, so the last one came out
Okay.
in 2020, I think 2021.
So yeah, I don't know anything about it. You know, I
Check
could-
that one out, and if you like it, you'll.
Okay, maybe I'll check it out. You
Something
did
cool.
turn me on to Scream franchise, so I really did enjoy that after I seen them all.
No,
So
they're-
maybe I'll
they're
check out the
very
first
good.
one. I'll give my opinion next week.
Okay. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
A bit of, I think, crap news is in James L. Mockers, Taika Waititi.
I was laughing
Did I do it?
on your show the other night when you couldn't pronounce it. Every time he must annoy you every time his name comes up because you're like, I have to mispronounce
I don't
it.
do names in general, so I'm not bothered.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, I think mine's better. Taika Waititi has been set to helm good old Judge Dredd. Cack. No, I'm slightly concerned about this. I love Dredd. I love the last Dredd movie with Carl Urban, so I hope we'll get more of that. Any of you interested in seeing this?
I have my doubts about the director. I don't know. Everything's he messed up on Thor, the last one. You know, hopefully he won't go down that path. It's a new character for him. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that he won't go overboard with this character.
It's unfortunate because he's an incredible director.
Yeah.
And he has an incredible portfolio, and he's had one pretty major blunder. But I think people learn from their mistakes, and he knows now not to go overboard with the,
See, I
the
disagree.
improv and stuff.
I don't think he has had one blunder. I think he's done a fair bit of mediocre stuff for a while. I think he's
Like
had some
what- like what else?
some good. I mean, that thing about the football was crap. Can't remember what that was. I watched half of that and thought it was absolutely
I don't
naff.
know what movie.
Yeah, he did a thing about teaching people how to play football or something. Yeah, yeah. He calls me frilly daily once a week. Tacky has no chance. Absolutely, yeah. We'll see. But a bit of news what I really did like this week, guys, and it's been confirmed now because we've had the premiere of Fantastic Four, is that the original cast from Roger Corman's movie were at the premiere, but also appear in the movie at some
Oh, that's
point.
great.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
I don't
really
think they
happy.
appear as fantastic. Well, I don't know.
No,
They
I
might,
doubt
but the
I wonder if
Yeah.
they'll show. I wonder if they'll show the clips from the original film, like that screenshot there, and pretend that that's the movie in universe of the Fantastic Four kind of thing, because they've already got a comic book and a cartoon in the on the trailer.
That would be awesome if they.
That would be a cool meta way of doing it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be really good.
I'm just pleased these guys are finally getting a little bit of a nod. Do you know what I mean? Because they were. I don't know if you guys have watched the documentary, Doomed.
Yeah.
If you haven't, go and watch Ryan James's review on it. This cast was screwed over something rotten by Stan Lee and by Marvel in general. They were
Mostly
treated
Roger Corman.
terribly.
It's
Yeah,
mostly Roger Corman that did it.
yeah. So it is well worth watching. It's nice to see them. Everyone, have you watched this? Yes. Yeah. I know. We talked about it a while ago, and you weren't keen on watching it.
My cousin got a bootleg copy of it, and when we were at Comic-Con a few years ago, and I walked out the room because I didn't want to watch it. I just didn't think it was worth it. But now I do kind of want to watch it just to see what it was all about.
Have you seen it, Sorrel?
Well, the original movie? No, I've never seen it.
So I'll be honest with you, and James will pitch in a second here. It's hard to get a hold of. You can get it on YouTube now. Go for the remastered version on YouTube because it's slightly better to watch because the original video is all grainy and everything. It's got some horrific special effects. It's got some bizarre character beats that just kind of feel like they should be in a pantomime rather than anything else. But I loved it. I loved the family interaction. I think they as a cast are spot on. I love the comic book accurate costumes. I actually think it's a really good movie.
Is
What
it
about
like
you,
a fully
James?
completed movie? Is it like fully?
Yeah, it was finished.
Start to finish.
Yeah.
I'd be
Just
very
bad effects,
surprised.
but, yeah.
I'd be very surprised if Marvel didn't put this back out on DVD and Blu-ray as a cash grab. To be
I think
honest,
there's such a lot of issues, and I don't know that the original copies are really out there
No,
anymore.
Avi Arad hunted them all down and burnt them. I think so. Like it's only
right.
bootleg. Yeah. I loved it. Like it's like notorious for being a bad movie, and so we were watching it just to kind of take the piss out of it. But like I was shocked at how much like harsh there was in it, and how I thought it really did nail the characters as a family together. I thought they were great. I thought the portrayal of Doom was actually really good as well. Like if not, just if they had re-recorded the dialogue, it would have been great. I like the kind of Mussolini kind of moving his hands kind of thing was really
It's
cool.
a bit pantomime villain, isn't he?
I enjoyed that though. I thought it worked for the film, and the weird like the jeweler character that was funny as well. It's like, why isn't it just SNOWMAN? But yeah, no, it was. I was surprised now how much I just thought it was thoroughly enjoyable. Really, like from start to finish, it was fun.
Definitely worth checking out. But this comes with great news that we're hearing that the Fantastic Four movie is getting very positive reviews.
Yeah.
Which excites us. So really looking forward. I've kept away from spoilers. I have watched a review of it in general that didn't go into spoilers, and they're saying that the cast are great. Galactus looks superb and is actually really scary at points. So I'm excited for this. Another bit of interesting Fantastic Four news, and again, I'll get the name wrong, but John Malkovich was supposed to have a role in it as Red Ghost, very famous Fantastic Four villain. He's been completely cut out of it. So we heard about this. I think Fuzzy mentioned it to us a couple of weeks back. It's now confirmed that he's just not in the film anymore. That's a big budget actor to cut out completely.
It's weird because I think he was in like a montage sequence. I think it's when they're on the TV show and it's like they've done this and they've done that and they fought the Red Ghost, and there's like he uses monkeys or something like that. Is that thing? So the monkeys are in the movie. So this is, I saw it in one of the trailers. There's a scene of Reed fighting monkeys. So they I don't know. Maybe it was just like it's 2 seconds. What's not worth putting in the movie.
But if you filmed it and you've paid for it, just I don't know. It just feels strange to me. Unless they've decided to keep it out because they want to use them in a chunkier role or something later down the line.
Maybe when it comes out on Blu-ray, we'll check it out. See what it's all about.
Yeah, we'll see the deleted scenes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like on the Blu-ray and stuff. So that'd be cool.
Interesting. James Gunn has done some interviews this week, and James will mention briefly some of the stuff that's been in that. But one of the big things he's talked about is that the DCU's building towards a big event. So obviously they're kind of working towards like an endgame kind of event, but that it's not what anyone thinks. And he says that there's going to be hints and clues in it in Peacemaker season.
So what
2.
do you think?
Well, I've got a slide in that in a second. So before we get to that, so I want you to be thinking, what do you want it to be? Knowing your DC knowledge, what would you be interested in seeing? Whilst we're doing that, James, was there some other bits and bobs that you mentioned?
Yes, he was on the Happy Sad Confused podcast. So he did an hour-long interview with Josh Horowitz, I think is the host of that. So he was very candid about, he talked a lot about Henry Cavill and kind of what happened there. And basically the day he signed the deal to be to take over DC was the day that they announced that Henry Cavill was back. And so he was like angry with everyone. He was like, we have had this deal going on for this long. Like, we're rebooting Superman. So it just seems like because of The Rock, basically, Cavill got screwed over. But he said he wants to bring him in at some point as another character. So I'm like, that'd be cool. I think it'd be cool as like a Deathstroke or Ra's al Ghul or something.
No. I agree. I want him back, but it would be so good to bring him back as a proper version of Ultraman, or go Injustice and have him as an alternate Superman. You know, that would be pretty cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Maybe a bit on the nose. Well, like, you know, people were thinking that Ultraman in this movie was going to be Cavill, which I think would have been interesting, but maybe a bit distracting. So there was that, and then he talked a bit about the future. Like Wonder Woman is being written now by, it's going to be a very different take. It's by the girl that's doing Supergirl, the woman that's doing Supergirl, so she's writing that as well. We're not going to get Flash or Aquaman for the next 2 years at least. A couple of little bits about future. So I'd recommend checking out. It's, you know, thing I appreciate about James Gunn is he doesn't do any of this like bullshit marketing stuff. He's very out, like, he will answer questions like pretty much about the future. So I think that's quite cool. Appreciate that often.
Fuzzy's just saying about Malkovich, they tried to get him for years and he refused, and then they cut him. I mean, I think there's something off with that. Scott's saying, isn't it one of the shortest movies? Maybe they're trying to keep it so it flows
Hour
better.
50 or something, I think.
Yeah, perhaps. Okay, chaps. So, what do you want this event to be? There's tons of DC canon events, Crisis events, Forever Evil, DC 1 Million, all those kind of things. Marvel DC crossovers, not necessarily out of the realms of possibility these days, I don't think. We've got a few suggestions in the chat. Jack would love to see some kind of Elseworlds tale. Chris, Sinestro Corps. I'm with Chris. I would love to see pretty much all of Jeff Jones's Green Lantern stuff kind of translated, but I don't think you can do Blackest Night until we've had a few DC movies and we've lost a few heroes to bring them back so they're impactful. Sorrel, what do you think? Is any of these jump out at you, bud?
I was thinking maybe go for an early like Death of Superman style storyline.
Yeah.
Killing, like we've just had him, he's been really popular. Kill him off. You know what I mean? And that'll again just build the hype even more, won't it? When he comes back as like the darker version of Superman or whatever.
They just did that though with Justice League.
Yeah, but it didn't land well, did it? It didn't land well in the last couple of films. And I think they had a storyline going where Superman was killed, and then the idea was they were going to do the Suicide Squad because they needed some, meta villains in case another hero went rogue or whatever. They could kind of start trying to rebuild that bit of a storyline, really. Kill off Superman early, start the Suicide Squad, down the timeline. And
What about you, Efren?
I would, when I first seen the shot, I would say Crisis on Infinite Earth, but I really enjoyed Deceased. It's a good series, and there's volume 2's out now, and that's when the DC heroes turn into vampires, and some are left, obviously. So it's humanity against these superpowered vampires. That's been a really good series. So I'd like to see a take of that on the big screen.
Yeah, that would be very cool. Mr. Keegan.
I'm certain it's going to be Crime Syndicate. So they said that Peacemaker, as he said, once you watch Peacemaker, you'll have an idea where this is going. So if you watch the Peacemaker trailer, he meets another version of himself at the end of that. So that might be Earth 3, the Earth 3 Peacemaker. And then Lanterns is going to like unveil what it is, basically like the mystery that they're solving. So I think it's going to be Crime Syndicate. I would love if they got like literally like Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot and stuff like that as those characters. That'd be really cool. I think it's maybe a bit too on the nose. The other option I think is Maxwell Lord, I think as well, because like he's obviously up to something in this, unless he's like literally just the villain in Peacemaker. You know,
I don't know, James. I think Crime Syndicate feels a bit too like Marvel stuff at the moment. Gratuitous cameos and things like that. It would be cool, but I hear what you're saying. Fuzzy saying versus the Authority, that would be interesting. Blacklist Night would be amazing, but I agree it's a long way off. You mental soul. Parallax would be superb, but we need Hal Jordan first. DC versus a big kaiju, so we could have DC versus Godzilla. That would be interesting.
Oh God!
I would guess Crisis on Infinite Earths, but it's been done. So as we're talking here, I'm just my little brain's thinking it through. I would love DC Stefan. That would be one of my favorites. But I'm thinking more. Superman hinted at what you call him. The guy who was Crossbones and then Werewolf recently.
Frank Grillo.
Frank Grillo.
Rick Flag Sr.
Rick Flag Sr. Superman very much hinted at the government not being happy with Superman's involvement. And then Creature Commandos, Rick Flag was very central to that. I'm wondering if we're going to get... I can't remember what the crossover last year was, where Amanda Waller basically goes to war with the superhumans. What was that crossover reference? Can you remember? Do you know which one I mean? She hunted them down. You muted Efren. Can't remember what it was.
Efren, we can't hear you.
Efren, you're on mute. Bud.
Oh, sorry. I remember reading it,
can't remember what it was.
but I don't remember the title. I'm gonna look it up right now. Hang on.
Anybody in the chat, let me know. But basically, I wonder if that's what they're hinting at. That we're going to get kind of a government versus the superheroes get outlawed. But then that's Civil War, isn't it? We've had that.
Yeah.
Isn't
And then,
isn't that just Suicide Squad anyway? Isn't that just what she makes Suicide Squad, doesn't she?
Yeah, Suicide Squad, but versus the big name. Like,
Yeah,
what was
so like
the game? James?
The game was that, wasn't
Come on,
it?
we're bringing you in, James. Bringing you in. What was the game? What was the game?
What game? Suicide Squad Kill Justice
Suicide
League?
Squad, the game, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're getting that.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. The chapter is called Gods and Monsters
Absolute
as
power.
well, so that might be a hint.
Yeah. Justice League versus King Kong versus Godzilla would be superb. Absolute Power it was called. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, I remember watching bits of it.
If they bring the creature commandos into the modern world and in live action, and it's like Frankenstein versus Superman, that'll be friggin' amazing. But I doubt they'd do it.
They've
but
confirmed that
awesome.
those characters are coming to live action at some point.
That's amazing.
But what if they just totally stick their fingers up at Marvel and we do have a DC versus monsters stroke vampires, because Marvel's fumbled that with Blade and all the rest of it. So they launched the DC kind of
Batman
zombie
versus
monster
vampires,
versus
man.
whatever.
Batman
Do you know what I mean?
versus
We've not
vampires.
seen that, have we? That would be fresh and new.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Anyway, we speculate. It could be absolutely anything, or it could be nothing. Who knows?
2 months time, Peacemaker will be done, and we'll know roughly.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll see. 31 people watching. Thank you so much, everybody. Please do make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and thumbs up, and make sure you check out One Good Scare Show, Past Point Comics, and Super Sorrel's channels. Okie dokie, chaps. This was quite interesting. I remember we were talking about this, I think, on Sorrel's channel or the Toy Show. These abominable snowmen action figures. It's now been kind of confirmed that this was from a cut scene from Superman, where when Krypto's dragging Superman back to the fortress, he gets pulled past loads of bodies of abominable snowmen, and Superman says, Krypto, you've got to stop killing all these snowmen. I really don't know how I feel about that. I'm glad
I'm
that's
happy
not
it's
in the film.
I'm happy it's not in the movie either. It's a very James Gunn joke kind of thing, but I feel like there's implications to that as well. That like,
I just think
Krypto's
that's
capable
just a
of killing-
really weird tone to start the movie off on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, nice that we get the toy, but I'm glad that wasn't in the movie.
Do you think he had tons of these jokes in it, and then there was that backlash of, I hope James Gunn doesn't put too much James Gunn in the movie, and so he went back and went, remove all my jokes.
Well, he did say about the squirrel thing didn't test well, and he was trying to be pressured to take it out, and he was just like, no, I'm not taking it out.
But you see, it's interesting that, isn't it? Because I know it didn't test well, but I didn't
I found that
take
funny.
that. I didn't take that as a joke. I didn't laugh at that. I thought
No, it's
that
very
for
sincere,
me
I think.
was Superman's character. All life is
It's literally
sacred.
my favorite thing he does in that movie is save the squirrel. You know.
So yeah, interesting that we're. I'm glad. I think that was a good cut. I think that would have been a weird way to start the film. Efren, you asked us to put this in. I can't remember the name of the show, mate.
Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Season 4 is in production. The series had ended in season 3, where Ted Lasso, the main character, he went back to the United States, and everybody thought that was the end of the series. But they are making a season 4, and most of the original cast is coming back. And I heard he's going back to England, but this time to coach a women's soccer team.
Okay.
You know, this is a really good TV show. It was on Apple TV over here, and just a good human type of show. You know, just the way the characters interacted with each other. You know, I thought it was a very good show. So I'm glad they're coming back for season 4.
So I've never watched any of this.
It's really good.
But I have seen a few clips. I've seen a clip of him playing darts with Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Am I right in thinking, is this the guy who plays Pete in Deadpool? Or is that a different actor?
No, different actor.
Different actor, is it?
A different actor, but he was on Saturday Night Live for years and years. You know, so yeah, he's a really good
Did you
actor.
ever see Horrible Bosses?
Yes, I've seen Horrible
Yeah,
Bosses.
he's in Horrible
Yeah.
Bosses. He's also isn't he supposed to be original Blue Beetle in Blue Beetle?
Is he?
But there's a scene where you see a
Okay.
picture of him and it's
Okay.
him. Yeah, so I think he's supposed to come in for that.
Lots of people saying Ted Lasso is amazing. I'll have to get on this.
Yeah, it's a really good show. You'd really enjoy it.
I've kept away from it because it's sport, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm saying.
It's in the background, you know. He coaches a soccer team, but you know, just the interaction with all the players and you know how he's like shucks type of personality, and it's a really he wins everybody over. You know,
That's interesting, Fuzzy. Simon Kodensky did the art for Action Comics with Superman fighting the Yetis. He posted it. I'll have to check that out. Another event bit of news for you guys. DC are doing a huge crossover event, or a huge event, sorry, end of the year. DC KO, where basically Darkseid has got them all fighting each other in a kind of a fighting boxing tournament kind of thing, I guess.
Like a Mortal Kombat?
Well, a bit like Mortal Kombat, yeah. I imagine like the Marvel series Contest of the Champions. I love the art style. Scott Snyder is a great writer. It doesn't. I don't know. It's not doing it to me. What about you guys? Sorrow, what do you think of this?
Yeah, I'll probably read it. Maybe. Don't know.
I mean, I can't imagine it's going to be in kind of continuity and have any impact. I wouldn't have thought.
It's a weird crossover event to be just come out of nowhere. There's been no build up in the comic books to this or anything then.
Not that I've seen much of.
Or is that still to come or what? I don't know.
Yeah. Lots of people in the chat say it sounds a bit cack, but it does have a nice Dan Mora cover. Yeah, I've seen some of those covers. They're very, very cool. Feels related to the Mortal Kombat franchise, both same time, both Warner Brothers. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Samurai, yeah, there was Superman figures are like little mini figures. The Abominable Snowman's a decent chunky figure. Then we've got Kevin Feige has confirmed that Avengers Secret Wars will reboot the MCU and reset the timeline.
Thank God.
I think we knew that was coming, didn't we? I think this is going to be the line in the sand from the MCU, and we're going to get a new standpoint. Are you guys happy with that, or will you miss the MCU? Efren, sorry.
Exactly. What does he mean by reset the timeline? Do you guys know? Or
when he went into it, it was more like these are kind of going to be more standalone things going forward, and we're not going to be as connected.
So I suspect if you think of the original Secret Wars runs, basically, certainly the latest one by Hickman, it's all these various universes, alternate timelines and things like that collide and create one timeline, a bit like Crisis, the original Crisis did.
Okay.
I think that's what this will do. Marvel's tested a load of stuff over the last few years, whether it's X-Men, the multiverse, all that kind of stuff, different characters. They're going to squash it all together and restart. So you'll still get, I think, a universe where the X-Men are there, Fantastic Four are there already, but they'll probably recast a lot of the big name characters.
If they even touch on them ever again, they don't need to technically. They could have another 10 years now just of Fantastic Four, Marvel, Galaxy, Cosmic Adventures. They've done the Avengers for over 10 years. Do we really need more? I'm not being funny, but
No,
I love Marvel as much as the next guy, but eventually it will fizzle out and people will get, stop going to the cinema to see them.
Yeah.
My thoughts on this were it's a great way of bringing in the Sony universe, the MCU, tying it all together, and then just calling it a day on that storyline.
Absolutely.
And then the new films going forward can be a fresh start to a new 10 years of movies.
I'm hoping they do exactly that. They draw a line under the Avengers stuff to a point. We'll get young Avengers, so some legacy characters, which encompasses some of the people we've seen already. But then we'll just get focus on Fantastic Four, X-Men, and the Monster Universe. I think it's a crime we've not had more of that. But leave some of those other characters alone. Yeah, I agree. I think this is what we all expected from Secret Wars. I think that's what they're going to give. We're recasting a few of the big ones. TV shows will be standalone, and that was all I got from it. Yeah, I agree, Chris. And that's what they promised with the TV shows at the start, really, that there would be standalone things. So remember, was it last year or the year before, they launched the new imprint for the Marvel TV shows? Can't remember what they called it. But it was meant to be like jumping on points. Can't remember what they made a big song and dance about launching. This is going to be Marvel Legends or whatever it was. And then I think Guardians Christmas special or something was the
special presentation.
Special presentation.
Yeah.
We didn't really do anything with it. Spotlight.
No.
That's right, Fuzzy. There was a Marvel Spotlight meant to be coming. Yeah, there was special presentation. Then there was Spotlight, which was Werewolf by Night, and then we got now else. Spotlight.
We should have had 10 of them. Do you know, of different characters.
One-off,
like
just
every
one-off
6 months.
episode.
Yeah.
Every October.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Just quickly show you these guys. We've got Batman versus Deadpool, or Deadpool versus Batman, coming out soon. We've got some cracking covers coming for that. I love that Wolverine versus Batman cover. Peach Momoko one's quite nice as well. Efren, I know you're a bit of a fan of good old Peach there. I quite like that one.
So there's going to be secondary stories within issue number 1, correct?
Yeah, so
Okay.
each issue is going to have the main Batman Deadpool tale, or a Batman Deadpool tale, and then it's going to have a standalone kind of second feature. And some of those that have been announced were weird. So there was Jeff the Shark and something else. Can't remember.
Crypto.
I really
Yeah,
like Crypto.
Crypto.
Jeff the Dog and Crypto.
Crypto and Jeff.
Yeah. Hawkeye and something, wasn't it? Or was it Green
No,
Arrow?
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow and Daredevil.
And Daredevil, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the Art Germ
That's-
cover, the
that's,
second one too.
Yeah, me too.
That's Kevin
Me
Smith
too.
writing that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Done both, yeah.
Fuzzy's saying Echo was the first spotlight. That's right, Fuzzy. Thank you, mate. 17 open order covers for this.
Wow.
Is that all?
Yes, all. Well, speaking of lots of covers, guys, and I'm going to give a top of the hat. If Chris Bell is still in the chat here, this guy predicted this. I think he predicted this. He's Oracle. The blind bag wars. It's just getting out of control now. So we know this started with the Battle Beast, which went absolutely mental. Loads of people jumped on that Battle Beast one, myself included. Got some great books out of that for a reasonable price. We've then recently had the Batman #1 blind bag, which is about £7.50, I think, but it's foil comics. I've noticed an online retailer this week over in the UK is doing an All-Star Comics blind bag. I don't know if that's a big international thing or if that's just him doing his own thing or what. But then we've had a load of, or at least 2 San Diego Comic-Con ones. We've got an Art Adams one for Godzilla. And then we've had these Comic Tom ones, these Doom ones by John Boy Myers, which I have to say look incredible, limited to 50 bags at San Diego Comic Con. And then we've got obviously the one we talked about on Sorrel Show the other day, the Monster and the Wolf one, which is coming out at Christmas time, October, sorry, from Mark Spears, with 75 different covers inside that. So yeah, people are obviously jumping on this now. I have no problem with them when they're at cover price. I'm a little bit more cautious of the ones where they're charging more than £5 for them. I think that's taking the mick. But if you can pick up a blind bag or the cover ray off the shelf for the same price, I'm not that fussed. But I suspect we're just going to get floods and floods and floods of this. Efren, you're a comic buyer more than perhaps the other guys. Apologies, Sir, I know you buy a lot of comics as well. What do you think of this, Efren?
Gosh, I've heard of it also, with Battle Beast. I wasn't that much into it at all because you don't know what you're getting. I just rather would buy a book off the rack. I know what I'm getting, something that I have my eyes, that I want to get. But that Art Adams one, it's $150 for one. Oh my, I wouldn't pay for that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I love Art Adams' work. Don't get me wrong, but I'd rather get a commission from him, than that.
Well, that's the thing. You some of those are very, very pricey. That's why I like the Mark Spears one. Where I've gotten mine from. I think I've got them for $3.50 a book or something like that, which I think is reasonable. What do the rest of you guys think of this?
Meh.
Be good in the blind boy was have.
No, I couldn't be fucked with this. I'd rather just know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some of the Mark Spears ones at Halloween just because it's a Halloween comic and it's Mark Spears' monsters. I'll grab a few to do on live stream and stuff.
But John Boy Myers, that does look awesome. The Doctor Doom one, man. Yeah.
The John Boy Myers one, I've seen some of the covers that you could potentially get, and they do look stunning, mind. They do look stunning. Fuzzy's saying the Star Comics one's £55. Cock off. Indeed, Fuzzy. That's mental. Chris, obviously no one was listening last week when he made his F-off request. Blind bags are a great idea, way smarter than ratios. Jack's done a couple of the Batman ones. Commercially, it makes a lot of sense. I can see that, but I hate everything about it. I think it's just going to be more and more, Chris. Oh, we've got Phil. Nice to see you, Phil. Are you back from your trip to Florida? Phil's been putting some incredible images, particularly of the Universal Monsters land. Very jealous, very jealous. Good thing he doesn't draw that Take 'Em Forever. Yeah, absolutely. FOMO got us with Battle Beast, me as well. Yeah, there should definitely be definitely be cover price or else it doesn't work. Yeah, I agree, Von Hoot. Absolutely agree. I have no real issue, but they have to arrive undamaged. That's the problem. Yeah, I agree with that as well, Fuzzy. I agree, mate. I think I mean, I've gone crazy, guys. I think I mentioned this on Sorrel's show. The Mark Spears one, I got overexcited and I bought from an American retailer rather than a UK retailer, and I don't know what happened. Just careful, my wife's not listening. I bought 100.
Damn.
So yeah.
$100?
Yeah.
Jeez, from America.
Not sure what happened there.
Have they come in yet?
No, they don't. We didn't ship until October, Efren.
100.
I don't know what happened.
Have you paid for shipping yet on that?
Yeah.
I'm about to say, because the shipping for $100 is going to be mental.
The shipping was reasonable, actually.
Oh, no.
About the price of the actual.
Because I know it goes by
But
weight, doesn't it?
But this is why I went for them, because the shipping was reasonable, and when I'd paid for them, it worked out. I think with shipping, I can't remember. It worked out about £3.50 a book, and
What about your customs
I
then?
logically thought to myself, well, I'll pay more than that in the comic shop.
Yeah.
Granted, I'd probably buy one or two.
Are you sure you're not going to get billed when the shipping gets to you? You know, they may say, "Hey, you owe."
I don't think so. It's all done and dusted on eBay. It's a reputable seller, so we'll
Okay.
see. It's a bit of an experiment.
Interesting.
Worst case scenario, what a cracking YouTube video. Hashtag content.
Giveaway box too, 100 of them. You know.
Scott saying, I don't mind the odd mystery or blind bag, but the prices are just daft. Better to buy what you really want. That is good advice, Scott. Exclusive variants are a con. I don't go near them. Comic shop variants are weird as well. Joshua Boys, they'll make great shorts videos. Yeah, Chris will be doing them for years and years and years. Phil's back today. Oh, welcome back, Phil. Nice to have you back, mate. I've sent yours and Sean's mugs in the post yesterday, so you should be getting them soon. They're going to Sean's house. Not getting dragged into the blind bags thing, rather save the money for Christopher Lloyd's signature. Ooh. Is he going to Northern Ireland Comic Con? Is he, Christopher
Yeah,
Lloyd?
he's just announced yesterday. They announced
Nice.
Batiatis from Spartacus, so I'm tempted to go now.
Nice.
John Hanna, that's his name. He's in Mummy as well.
Very cool. 100, Shelley. 100. Mental.
I love the fact that you know him as Batiatus. Of all the characters, you could, I mean, most people know him as Jonathan, but I mean,
Jupiter's cock,
Batiatus.
you know?
Yeah.
Such a good,
The most inventive way of swearing on that program.
I'm a huge Spartacus fan, man. I collect all the actors' autographs, so yeah. He's
Saw
one of
that,
my-
Kev. That was that was the cards that he put out, wasn't it? And they were all the same. I remember seeing that. That's why I asked about comic book. We have a problem. Absolutely no import duty, mate. Printed material, printed matter, so you don't pay for comics. So yeah, don't pay for comic books. Okay, obviously the big kind of geek culture news this week, or not even geek culture really, the big news event was the Coldplay incident. That was horrendous, caught on camera. Can you imagine? Jesus,
like if that was me, I would be like, okay, cameras are even if it's like there's 50,000 people at the thing, let's just not cuddle for 5-10 seconds while this thing passes by, you know.
I mean, just how? Yeah. Well,
The irony is that if they had not reacted that way, this would
Nobody
have gone
noticed.
past. Maybe one
yeah.
person from their work was there or something like that, but like it wouldn't have become a whole big viral thing, you know.
I think it still would have. He's still cheating. I mean, his wife would have seen it.
No, yeah, but like
no,
if
he's
it
right,
wouldn't
it's
have
just sort. Yeah,
yeah,
I think
it wouldn't have
what
been shared
James-
around like
Yeah.
like everybody's making fun of them, you know, because it's fun to see like a CEO's life crumble. I think there's something satisfying about that for some reason. I don't know why. That's the world we live in.
Coldplay don't release a single in years, and they released massive winners out of this. Yeah, just awful. Just yeah. I mean, awful for the family. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that's all the news. Let's talk negative zone. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, this is your bit where you can get stuff off your chest. Anything that's irritating you this week or anything you want to just get into the negative zone and get rid of. Like I say, chuck them in the comments and we'll talk about them. Chaps, any of you got any you want to get off your chest this week?
I held a door open for someone yesterday and they didn't say thank you, and it really irked me. That just pisses me right off. Like
Manners, James, isn't it? Manners maketh man. Isn't that what
But
they
come on,
say?
if someone literally goes out of their way to hold the door open for like 5 seconds or something like that. Say
It
thanks.
also,
Look at me at least.
I mean, and also for you, James, I know how inconvenient any kind of physical movement or activity is for you. So, you know, that is very,
Triple the
very.
effort. Like,
I do get irritated. So one of the, so this isn't my pick, but one of the things that does wind me up is if you let someone out when you're driving a car. Those of you that can drive, and they don't kind of wave back at you, they don't flash. They just drive.
Yeah, same thing.
I drive after them. Do you know what I mean? It's
show some appreciation. Somebody did something nice, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Lesson learned. If you're ever with James and he opens a door for you, make sure you.
I wouldn't hang out with you if you don't. I'm not the type of person to say thanks when someone opens the door for you.
Would you not?
No.
Okay, that's banked. If I ever want rid of you.
You're too fucking polite, Pete.
I am, you're right. I'm overly polite. Overly polite. You know, someone kicks me in the bollocks and I'll say, oh, thank you. Do you know what I mean? Sorrel, anything from you, mate? Anything from you?
I just want to say that I'm really annoyed at all our American friends because they get to go to San Diego and we're stuck in shitty old Blighty.
Absolutely.
I know Efren's rubbing it in with his little hat on and everything.
Yeah.
Damn you,
I mean, it's just rude. To be fair, I think he's done that on purpose. Do you know what I mean? Just,
I literally nearly started crying when I saw that the Last of Us creator is there signing stuff. And
is that what you put in the chat?
That's Neil Druckmann, the creator of the Last of Us.
All right.
Yeah.
No, but I agree, Sorrel. It's sad, isn't it? But some of us are going to be there next year, hopefully. So yeah, so that'll be nice. Yeah. We'll do a show nearer the time, and me, James, and Efren will all be wearing the same hats.
And I'll just be sat here in England, like.
Yeah. What about you, Efren? Anything wind you up lately?
I was thinking about it right now, but I forgot we had to do this segment. But this is a pet peeve of mine that I do it also, and I wish I didn't. Is I would just like to put my damn phone down more often. Yeah. Especially I see people at dinner tables at restaurants, and I do it too. You know, just the lack of communication with humanity. Sometimes it's lost. I mean, kids now they don't know any different. You know, they have their phone in front of them, and especially during dinner when I go out with my daughter, I purposely put my phone away and I go, just talk to her.
Yeah.
You know, and but I still do it constantly. First thing in the morning I wake up, I look at my phone. You know, sometimes I have to put it away just to say, hey, there's more things out there. You know.
No,
so
you know what? That's a great one, Efren. It really is a good one because I mean we used to have a thing for family meal times where we would ban phones at the table. Yeah, but that kind of disappeared a little while ago, I have to be honest. But yeah, it's a frustrating one. I was thinking about this for me, and I didn't really have one until I went out for breakfast with my wife. Again, I'm whispering. I hate people that eat in front of us. So I just think it's rude. So what I mean by that is I struggle to cope with people who don't eat in the same style as me. And what I mean by that is people who are kind of slobbing stuff down and chomping away, mouth open, bits of food flying all over the place. My wife does this. my wife does this thing where we're having a breakfast where she's got fried egg. She cuts up the fried egg and then mixes it in with her beans and makes this kind of gungy mess. I cannot focus. I can't concentrate then. And I've told James this once before. Again, at work, I once went for breakfast in the canteen with a senior individual. He ate beans with his fingers.
Oh.
I've never seen that before. And I literally couldn't focus and I couldn't concentrate on what I was doing. So, yeah, messy eaters for me just stresses out.
That's just filthy, though. Eating any wet food with your fingers is disgusting.
Yeah. Say, what are you doing, man? You know,
Did I eat okay, Peter, when I was with you guys? Was I eating okay?
Efren, when me, you and James went to London, spent all that time together, I can confidently say that two of we ate like gentlemen. But I'm not going to embarrass anybody. I'm not going to embarrass anybody by saying who it was.
Just because you eat like a fucking snail.
Mate,
I do eat very
Such a
slowly.
slow eater.
But I'm such a
Pete,
slow
it's not his
eater.
fault. It's not his fault. He's an Irishman. They've only just been given forks. You know
That's
what I mean?
very true. That is very. I eat slowly when I'm with you, James, because I'm just in awe of what's happening around us. Do you know what I mean? It's like a theatre show.
Yeah, you know,
no, it's the noises.
Time is precious, Pete. You know.
No,
you gotta-
but I mean, you're what I imagine a wounded bear sounds like when he's eating. Do you know what I mean? It's like a. It's like
what a horrible thing. What a horrible thing to say to your friend.
no. So yeah. So for me, it's people. It's people eating.
I did feel when this started that it was targeted at me in
It
some way.
wasn't.
Now I can confirm.
It wasn't. It was literally because Alona, my wife, ate this concoction of beans, and it was like, what in the hell is that? It's turning me stomach watching it. I can't be doing with that. Sitting at another table. Do you know what I mean?
I've got to ask a question though, Efren. When we all start laughing and talking like that, can you understand a word any of us are saying?
Oh yeah.
Are you all
can
good?
do nice. Oh yes.
Even with Geordie accent, we got Irishman and Yorkshireman, and we're all laughing and talking. Like,
No,
Efren,
the
you
only one I
understand a word
can't.
we're saying?
The only one I can't understand is John Lee's, right? Peter, that's the. Oh my God! When the few times I've been on it with Peter,
Scottish.
I can't
Scottish
understand
Ah,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
it just right over my head. And I've seen him at I've seen him at a Thought Bubble too, and same thing, man. I just
When we walked away, I was like, "Did you understand a word of that?" No. I was like,
no.
Right, chaps. Let's jump to the chat and see what comments people have got. Wayne, Wayne's comment straight away. James Becker. The wife probably knew she needed evidence for her divorce. Oh, sorry. This is the Coldplay
the
thing.
previous
Yeah,
one,
I think you. James, did you give them another dirty look? Well, we saw your dirty look demonstrated last week, didn't we? Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, is that your dirty look?
yeah.
It's good. It's good. Stephen, having work video calls online in the evening when panel break. Oh, shocking, Stephen. Shocking behaviour. Get them told. Phil didn't bring me anything back from Florida. I'm not sure he'll receive his mug in Monday. Anton, I know it's the summertime, but it's going to get hot again, and it's just going to be hot all weekend here in the US. So there you go. But I'm going to see the Fantastic Four hopefully on Friday. Good stuff. Good stuff. Enjoy, Anton. Enjoy. I hate twat customers who don't know their feet size. When do you work in a shoe shop?
I'm hoping so.
I'm hoping so, because if you work in Greg's, then you're asking the customers how big their feet are. That's just weird. It's just I immediately got a flash of Al Bundy working in the shoe shop in Married with Children. Got a cold call from
It's
Lee.
a phone, like supplier, like a phone.
I hate that as well. That's crap when you get all these weird random calls, isn't it? Comic blind bags. Yeah, Josh, I agree. Oh, see, Wayne's with us. People who eat with their mouth open.
That's
Chomp
vile.
us.
I think that's disgusting. Or people who talk with their mouth full. I think it's gross as well. Yeah.
We used to have, when my kids were very young, we used to have a friend of Jessica's, about 5 or 6 maybe, who named Tatty Heed, because her head was like a potato. But she used to eat like that, but she made a noise. Whenever she ate, she went, "Nyang, nyang, 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 nyang," just to drive me insane. I used to get up and walk. I couldn't. Giant microphones. Fuck off. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Super. Us Americans can't fit in one of the theme parks. It's quite sad to know that no matter how hard I work, I'll never be able to afford to go to San Diego Comic-Con. Makes me wonder why I bother. Oh, Andrew, that is sad. That is sad. I don't know how old you are, Andrew, but I guess what I would say is never say never. I would have never dreamed I'll be able to go to San Diego Comic-Con 10 years or so ago, but hopefully, all things being planned, I'm going to go next year. So never say never, mate. It might happen. Not all of us Americans can fit at a Disneyland building cold is the law. I hold the door open for any of you guys because that's the way I was raised. Absolutely, Anton. When my parents gave the phone to a 2-year-old to keep them quiet, yeah, that's stressful as well, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's fuzzy talking about my wife. And Jack is just assuming that is what we're talking about. Oh yeah, dropping a figure on it breaks. I've got an Ahsoka hot toy I think I was telling James this the other day, and I went to depose her, and her arm snapped completely. 250 quid. So I did some Googling and had a look. Apparently, it's a recognised fault with that particular figure, which is ridiculous. Beans with your finger, that's insane. You should try watching it, mate. Awful. Just the wife's minging feet account. God. I think you should get yourself off to a Coldplay gig, Pete. That'll sort out your egg and bean issue. Yeah, well. Bad table manners are disgusting. Ask over Commander once said, takes a strong stomach to watch me eat. Yeah. Tasmanian I forgot Chris has had breakfast with James, hasn't he, when we were at Thorpe Bubble? Tasmanian devil at breakfast, hasn't he?
I was on a date once, and she told me after it that I eat like a pig, and I literally ate a hot dog with a knife and fork, like, because I was like very conscious of not eating like a pig on my first date.
A hot dog with a knife and fork?
Yeah.
God, you're posh.
Called
God,
me a
you're
pig.
posh, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's, I mean... Yeah.
terrible.
But I mean, did you just like literally stick the fork in it and go, ah! Like that, down
Yeah,
in one?
obviously.
Yeah.
I made it look all posh, like, you know, I unhinged my jaw. And it went,
I've heard you say that before as well. Petty one from me. Went to B&M for Bitty Pop and they didn't have any. Actually, went there for them once. Yeah, it's frustrating. I remember that time James T ate all my chicken.
Now,
I
that
don't
sounds like
remember
that sounds like it was when we were in Belfast. That sounds like I stole his chicken. What happened was he ordered too much chicken and he couldn't finish it. And he goes, "Do you want this chicken?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll take the chicken," because it was really good chicken. Why is he making out like I stole his chicken?
He's making out Chris. I like that one. Jesus God, this is eating what? Your missus must love being in bed with you, Peter. The noises like that. Don't want to work, Peter, when she's eating in bed. Oh, yeah.
I think eating in bed is a pep. That's a pep.
Yeah, I
of mine
don't
as
do
well.
it.
I don't do it. I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, crumbs. Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, we both ate a full bucket of chicken in bed once. I remember that.
That was not my bed though, or your bed. That was the
That's
hotel
true.
bed.
It was just a shared bed.
Yeah.
The shoe shop staff that demand I know my shoe size. Up. I make noise eating even with my mouth shut. Really? Like that, those kind of... Yeah. There's nothing I want more than in the world than a documentary film crew following Wayne around in a shoe shop. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd watch that as well. I don't know. Fingers and beans usually ends all filth. You had it off my fork because I can see. Fucking see.
He offered, man. He offered it.
Share my chicken. He still says he hates me. Oh God! Right, chaps. Let's move on. 33 people watching that crap. Jesus.
34 now.
34 now.
34. Yeah. Okay, guys. So what's out Wednesday? Let's have a very quick look at some of the books that are coming out this week. Did bring that up on screen. So, a couple of interesting ones there, guys. Martian Manhunter, Absolute Martian Manhunter. I poo-pooed this book. I said this was going to be crap, and I think I read the first issue and said it was naff. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's one of my favourite series at the moment, so well worth checking out. Any of you guys reading it?
I have, yeah.
I think it's quite cool.
Yeah, it's been pretty good, yes.
Haven't got into the absolute stuff yet, but I'm in a big deep sea buzz at the moment, so I'll probably get onto it.
Yeah, I think you'll like Batman. Batman's very, very cool. New History to the DC Universe, issue number 2. Really enjoyed the first issue of that. Well worth picking up. Geiger, obviously. And then Void Rivals. I've dropped off a bit with Void Rivals. Von Hoot, if you're still in the chat, are you still reading Void Rivals? I've missed that. One that I'm really excited for, though, is Exquisite Corpses number 3. We've talked a lot about that on the show. Cracking series. I think, James, you've not read it, but Efren, you and Sarah
I haven't read it yet. No, I have not.
Well worth having a go at that. It's very, very cool. Very cool.
That Psylocke cover's got me intrigued, though.
Yeah,
I saw that earlier when I was looking at what was coming out. That's an interesting cover, is that?
Yeah, I quite like that one. I've not been reading it, mind.
I've not.
Von Hoot is saying Void Rivals is better than Transformers, and Phil saying Martian Manhunter is outstanding. Good stuff. I was trying to think. Mr. Terrific Year 1. I haven't caught up with any of that. That might be worth having a look at. Standout character, I think, from the last movie. So yeah, I'll probably check that out. Steven's saying I managed to find issue 2. With the card, cost me £12. Bloody hell. So each of the issues of Exquisite Corpses, if you get the polybag ones, come with a trading card, which is for a game at the end of the series, which sounds pretty interesting. So worth picking those up if you can. Jeff the Land Shark, any of you guys getting that?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
But there's that new Fantastic Four looks interesting though. The fanfare number 3. I've not seen the other fanfare ones. Like if there's been a couple more before that, but
No, I've not seen them.
obviously with the Fantastic Four hype right now, they're really going hard on the books, aren't they?
Yeah.
The DC vs. Vampires coming out. That's the book I was talking about earlier. Love that series. Really good.
Yeah, I've been enjoying that.
Did
one as well.
any of you read Jeff issue 1?
Did I shade? No.
I'm just curious what it's. I know it's like they're literally just capitalizing on this popularity from the game, but like, what's it about? Like, what's the storyline for that? You know?
No idea. No idea. Not my cup of tea at all. Feral, I'm surprised that's still going. That's on issue 15. Yeah. Some interesting books. Terminator has been disappointing by good old Declan Shelby. I don't know if any of you guys have been reading any of that. No. It could have been a real fantastic issue.
I was going to read it, but I remember you said earlier on it was a really bad book, so I've not bothered going back and picking them up.
I mean, I'm just a bit negative about Declan, so tell us in the chat if I'm wrong, guys. Is the Terminator any good? I read the first 2 issues, and then I went back and read an issue maybe 2-3 months ago, and it was just naff. Set during World War II, I think. It just, I don't know, it just had nothing about it, really. We've got Captain Planet, which is pretty cool. Been enjoying that. And then we've got Sleep number 3. Really been enjoying Sleep.
Yeah.
And Hook, Big Bad World. Hook's a kind of a new discovery for me. I'm really enjoying that series by Mark Miller. I haven't gone back yet and watched series 1 of it, so I need to try and catch up with that. So some decent books out, guys. Lots to check out. See what the chat is saying. I'll pick up all the Transformers stuff. 12-issue hardback now. Yeah, I've not picked up the latest hardback, but I'm going to try and pick them up. The releasing Exquisite Corpses game once it's finished. Yeah, I think that could be pretty cool. You know, I'm quite looking forward to that as well. Andy, we'll save the comic stuff for the comic show. Oh wait, Sleep 3 is out. Yeah, Fuzzy. I think that'll be hopefully good. And that's the last issue of DC versus Vampire. The recent Fantastic Four was pretty good, to be honest. I haven't read the proper one, Phil. I've read the kind of the introduction to the movie one, but I haven't read the proper one yet. I'll have to check that out. Feral, I bet they're still on the build up. I just didn't do anything for us. Just as a side note, I mentioned on my Instagram today, I read Feral Dog Days. Loads of people told us not to read it. Not Feral, sorry. Stray Dogs. Stray Dogs. Yeah, so Stray Dogs, one of my favourite series. And then they did the follow-on, Dog Days. Loads of people said, don't bother with it. Wish I hadn't. It was just naff. It added nothing to the story. It just felt like a cash grab, sadly, which was a bit of a shame because Stray Dogs is one of my favourite books. Rockefellers is awesome. I dipped out of that one.
I read it. I've been reading it. It's a really good storyline. Yeah.
You bully Declan, the guy just trying to make a living throwing Thundercats, and you destroyed him. He's doing all right.
You didn't go low enough on the list of comic books to get to the ones I'm reading. You deliberately ignored it.
I deliberately didn't. We didn't go into the whole Archie and all that kind of stuff, mate. No,
you deliberately avoided Thundercats and Powerpuff Girls yet again.
Exactly.
Damn you!
I did. Yeah, I did. I picked up Thor versus Godzilla. I'm interested in Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe. Well, we're going to talk about that in a little bit, mate.
There is a book that you should pick up, Pete, though, this week that you didn't look at, which is Look Into My Eyes, number 1. It's called Look Into My Eyes, number 1. It's by Mad Cave Studios. And it's a bit of a sort of like there's like a new social media app that's come out in this small town, and basically teenagers start going missing, playing like a viral game. It's a bit of a eerie sort of like horror kind of style. It looks really good.
We'll have to check that one out. I've not heard of that one. Okay, chaps. Bit of toy news to move on a little bit. So a bit of action figure news. So big news from Hot Toys was we got the announcement regarding the Fantastic Four lineup. So they put this picture out. Really, really nice looking figures. Chunky figures, expensive. Some great costume options. We're going to touch on them in a second. But they also put out this Galactus, which, well, we'll talk about in a minute. Interestingly, this was the initial promo image of the Fantastic Four. They then went into detail and showed were images of 3 of the Fantastic Four. This was last Friday, but didn't show any more images of Human Torch, which just feels really weird. So they had the big announcement last week, put out Galactus, put out Thing, Sue Storm, Mr. Fantastic, and then there's just no announcement for Johnny, which seems odd. People think it might be that they've been waiting for the premiere because they don't want to spoil something. I mean, if you don't know Johnny turns into a ball of fire, there's something wrong with you. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but we'll hope we see him soon. The Thing figure, really nice. As you can see, you can take the costume off and just have him in that pretty much traditional Thing kind of get up. That's exactly how I would have him displayed. He comes with the alternate head sculpt with the bearded version, which is interesting. Sue Storm comes with a little Franklin Richards. You don't get any clear elements to her. I would kind of hoped you would have an invisibility. I don't know how to do it. Effect, yeah. You do get like a shield that she's projecting, but it looks a bit naff. You can get her with the Herbie robot as well, and you get the Herbie robot with Mr. Fantastic. So 2 different sets where you can get them with or without the Herbie for some reason. Mr. Fantastic, the Pedro head sculpt, looks pretty good. You get the standard toy figure body, and then you get statue parts for him. So that stretching effect is all a solid piece. So it's kind of a solid top half or a solid bottom half, which connects in some way. I'm not quite sure on that. I don't really know what that's all about. But overall, I think they look pretty good. What do you guys think of those?
Yeah, they look stellar, I think, and like it's nice to see a full team revealed in one go, rather than just kind of like, oh, here's the Thing, and you're waiting 2 weeks, and oh, here's Mr. Fantastic, Regarding the Johnny thing, I'd imagine maybe there's like another little character like Herbie or the baby that's in the movie that we don't know about or something. Possibly or maybe they want to reveal. I'd imagine we'll get like a full Flame On version as well.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, something to do with that maybe. I don't know. But yeah, they look great, and I'm sure these will, if the movie's popular, these will do really well.
Yeah, I think they look pretty cool. Glorious, but Pascal's face isn't up to scratch. I thought it was pretty.
It's not as good as the Last of Us one, which is interesting because that was only revealed last week. So they're getting there with them.
So I haven't ordered these yet, Andy. I haven't ordered these. I've held back because I've just paid for another 4-figure set, which has killed us. So I don't know if I want them all. I like the Thing. I'll probably go for the Thing. But what I really like is this new line. They're calling it I can't pronounce it. Soft V, which is a new line of figures, which are vinyl figures from Hot Toys. You can see on the side of the slide there how big it is in comparison to a standard Hot Toy. It is movable. It has got kind of posable limbs and things like that. Light up features with the eyes. But what I love about it is I wouldn't pose that with a Hot Toy. With it, you get little clip-on figures. So you get the full Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer, which attach to the body of the figure. I think that's pretty impressive. We ain't seen a price in it. I haven't seen a price in it yet.
That'd be $1,000, I'd imagine, like 800, 900, something
I don't know, because it's, well, I don't know. They might have released the price. I don't know if anyone's seen it. What do you guys think of it?
It looks nice. It does look nice. I like the fact that it comes with the tiny little Fantastic Four figures. That's quite cool.
Yeah. What about you, Efren?
Yeah, I think it looks good. I'm just trying to really look at it, see if it's even worth buying. I'm thinking about it. But just like James said, the price, probably going to be way up there, over $800 easily. I think this thing's going to go for. Does it say so? This one's been released, or they haven't released these?
No, it's not out yet. You can pre-order them. Pre-order them. Phil's saying here that only the top half articulates apparently. Yeah, I guess the question for this though is depending on the price of it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's movie accurate, I guess, in terms of the face. Do you go for this or do you go for the HasLab Galactus that they did a few years back? I think you've got that one, Efren, haven't you?
I have that one, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Sophie is a style of Japanese art toys. All right. Thank you, Fuzzy. Thanks for knowing that, mate. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I like that. I haven't decided what I want to do yet, whether I want to go and get that. But I probably, as a minimum, will pick up Ben Grimm. Because I think that looks a pretty cool figure. I think that's a pretty cool figure. These are nice. Efren, I know you're not necessarily a massive action figure collector, but these are Mondo figures. We've got some San Diego Comic Con exclusives. We've got the Savage Land Rogue figure there. I think that's a pretty impressive figure. I like that one. What do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't even know this was at San Diego Comic Con. I mean, if I see it, I'll let you know if I get it or not. I didn't know this was available there. You know, there's so many exclusives at San Diego Comic Con. You know, just when you guys get here next year, man, you're going to be turning your head left and right, just constantly seeing all these exclusives.
Yeah, I think you have to go in with a game plan of, okay, I got that boot, got my wristband here. But, you know, it'll be...
But it does,
It'll probably be the last day
cool.
before we can actually relax and enjoy it. You know?
For years, it seems that Marvel haven't wanted to release any of the like Rogue in that attire, basically, because like Hasbro haven't released it since the Toy Biz days. I think we had one like years ago, but they've finally done an updated version for Hasbro. Mondo is doing one. I won't be surprised if Hot Toys announces one. So it's like they're clearly going. All the companies are doing that Rogue right now. It's like Marvel's greenlit it all of a sudden.
Literally, I think they've just they're embracing the sexuality of the characters more in the last few months. I think.
J. Scott Campbell's done some incredible cover artwork for the new Savage Land Rogue book, and it's kind of, I mean, it's always been a popular look for the character. This one, so it's interesting that they would go full on and make a full figure out of it, because this will be pricey. But I have to say, I like it. I think it's very cool. And then we've got the Robin, which again, I think's stunning. It's a really, really nice figure. I'm not sure what the shears... Well, the shears are supposed to be for Poison Ivy, I guess. But yeah, I think that's a really nice figure as well. Again, a one that that jumps out. The colours are great on these Mondo figures. They look very, very cool. Fuzzy's saying he loves the Robin. Chris, for me, the HasLab one trumps the Galactus. Yeah, I think I might be with you, mate. Savage Land Rogue looks so cool. Anton, figures look cool, but they're very expensive. They absolutely are, bud. They absolutely are. Jack's agreeing. HasLab one bangs it out the water, at least. I hate that all the best stuff is always exclusives. Yeah, it frustrates me, that as well, Kev. Although sometimes you can pick these up outside of, you know, San Diego Comic Con stuff as well. I
think the days of it being an actual exclusive are now gone. Normally, what happens is you get the con, and then about 2 months down the line, it's the release. It's a general public anyway.
And the only thing that's different is if they sell it, you know, after the con, it won't have that San Diego Comic Con little
the logo
logo on there, and that's the only difference.
Yeah. Anton's asking Efren, do they still give away comic books at San Diego Comic Con?
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be at least 4 Marvel panels that we kept track of, that you go to the panel and afterwards they give you a comic book, and DC has one, and some indie places, some indie have some, and there's some places outside the convention center, which is the Gaslamp district. They're going to have giveaways for comic books around there too. So yeah, they're available, you know, but you just have to go for them, you know.
Very cool.
Do people still walk around with like the swag bag things on? Like it's like a backpack bag thing. Or have you got one there? Have you actually got one? That's so cool.
Efren, you sent me one of them. You sent me one of them last year.
I sent you one,
so cool.
Yeah. Everybody who goes to Comic-Con, when you pick up your badge, they give you one of these, and yes, people walk around with them.
That is cool, man.
I'm Brad. I got a massive Walking Dead one at New York Comic Con.
Yeah, it was Bob's Burgers, I think, that I got.
Yeah.
Just a couple of quick figures to mention, guys. Shout out if you want to talk about any of these. But we've got the Peacemaker from McFarlane, which I think is pretty good. I like that. We've got
I didn't realize Arnold Schwarzenegger was playing.
You do the job, boy. That's my we've got Supergirl again. I quite like that. We've got a McFarlane statue, which is a bit of an interesting one, because that's kind of a one and done character of the King Joker, who did a mini series a little while ago. But I have to say, I think it looks really, really cool. Looks nice.
The Supergirl, is that Millie Alcock Supergirl?
Yeah.
That's interesting that they're doing, like, it's not her from the end of that movie because she's not wearing the jacket, and like they're doing heat ray eyes and stuff. That's
yeah.
mad, isn't it?
So I don't know if that's based on the comic book or what, or I don't know. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Kev saying the Peacemaker looks off a bit. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't see me.
Really opened up for that one. And then we've got this the stuff us nerds get upset about. And I'm sure people in the chat will say, well, we're nerds as well and we're getting upset about silly little things. But these mask figures that the loyal subjects are doing, I don't know if you've seen all the hoo-ha online with the YouTube pages and the fan pages. So they're reproducing the mask figures and they're coming out and they look great and all the rest of it. There's been message after message of nerds complaining that the plastic clamshell that they're putting the vehicles in is cheap and chatty, and they think it's disgusting that they're using that kind of material. It should be polystyrene. It should be something else. It's like, for Christ's sake, man, get a bloody life. Does that really matter to you? I just had it because it irritated us, I have to say. Anyway, moving on. This is news out just about half an hour before we went live. The Nacelle universe coming to San Diego Comic-Con as well. This is the Sectors. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this toy line. I've got a few of the vintage ones of these. I love them. The Spider Flyer and the Dragon Flyer in particular are absolutely amazing. I just think these look great. These look great. I'm surprised this line... Well, we know that Nacelle is kind of pushing big with a lot of these properties. But yeah, I wasn't expecting this. Any of these of interest to you? Any of you guys pick any of these up?
Spider looks amazing.
Yeah, they do look nice. They do look nice. I might end up picking up some of these. I'm screwed, but if they start re-releasing all my old action figures, I've already gone all in on the mask line. I cannot be buying all these as well. But very nice.
Yeah.
These are interesting. So these are the Marvel Cosby collection. They got some little keyring kind of furry ones, which is the Doctor Strange one there, and then some plastic ones, all in the Marvel style of Stitch. I quite like this. I'm not going to lie. These appeal to me. Sorrel.
You were only moaning on the last show that Stitch were on the frigging cover of Avengers. Now you're all in on Stitch.
I was, but on a comic, yeah. But the little toys look cool. I mean, look at that Thor, man.
I got tagged in this about 1,000,001 times this week. People saying this is a bit of you in it, and I'm like, yes, it is. That little a little Doctor Strange one where he's pulling the cape round is amazing.
It is pretty cool. Yeah, I have to say that Peter's having a breakdown.
And him trying to lift the hammer as well. That's quite cute.
Yeah. Are these blind boxes?
Yeah, they're lucky. I think they probably will be. The ones in the middle are that middle image. I think they're going to be. Because the one on the right, that Captain America is different to the one that's in the middle image. So probably.
Okay.
He's on a tricycle on that top one. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
They're cool. I like them.
Stitch has just passed $1 billion. Gee gods. We had a bit more Hot Toys news, some interesting stuff coming out. So we've got another version of Heath Ledger's Joker. This time it's the bank rob version with the clown mask. I quite like that. That's pretty cool. We've got another Alien Big Chap release. The last one was notorious for having some dodgy limbs and poor silicone on the jaw. I've got the original. I'll probably not trade up, but I do quite like that. RoboCop 2. Wasn't expecting a Robo Kane. I have to say that wasn't on my anticipation list. Interestingly, what Hot Toys are doing now, you'll see it on the bottom there. They're doing this with the Fantastic Four as well. Is you can get a special edition which comes with a metal trading card. I'm not quite sure why. I know InArt give you kind of a theatre stub thing with all of their figures, but that's an interesting.
This is at like Hong Kong Toy Fair or something like that. Like it's exclusive to there.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can only get the thing from there. I'm annoyed because it's like next week, and the Death Stranding figures that they announced are just from that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, great, because I was banking on getting that in a year's time. Like, so hopefully I'll get one secondhand down the road.
Sean saying he's looking for the Alien Earth. Me too, mate. Looks great. Fuzzy saying, oh, look, an Iron Man. So, this is Superior Iron Man. Yeah, I think it's boring as hell, me. I don't know what you guys think of it. It's comic accurate, I guess. Not one I'll be picking up.
I'm not a fan of Superior Iron Man. I don't like that run.
Not me. No, me neither, mate. Me neither. So, Fuzzy's saying there, oh, look, another Iron Man. That's unfair. That's unfair. How many Iron Man figures do you think Hot Toys has made?
Oh, thousands, probably.
I would say upward of 80. I would guess like an actual number.
Efren?
I have one, so I know they have at least one. I don't know. I'd say about 20.
I'll make an actual guess. I'll say 50.
50. 98.
Wow.
98 different versions of Iron Man. Now, if you bear in mind, each of those is probably minimum 200 quid. Probably some of them, the die-cast ones in particular, maybe 300, 350. If you're an Iron Man collector, but these things, they must be selling, they must be making money, you know. And I get the appeal. I've got a couple myself. I've got a Hulkbuster, and I've got a classic, and I've got an Endgame and things like that. But that's a lot of the same figure, and yes, it's slight color changes on the armor and things like that. But yeah.
Iron Man's a bigger thing overseas, though, isn't it? Like I know that's the reason they put him in the parks in, the Disney put him in the theme parks in Asia and stuff like that, because he's a big. It's like a mech suit, isn't it? So that's like a big thing over like Gundam and things like that. So
exactly.
I think because Hot Toys have been asked about this before, and they've said that it sells incredibly well in the kind of the home markets, the local markets. Perhaps not as well overseas, but there's a big appetite. I think it's exactly that. It's a cross between the American style comic book, isn't it? But then also the kind of the Transformers, the Gundam Wing, all that kind of stuff, the mech stuff that they love. But I think that's obscene. I mean, 98 figures. You must be sick of your life if you're a completionist and you collect Iron Man, and every time Hot Toys is like, oh my God, there's another bugger. Where are you going to store all them? Anyway, yeah. Crazy. That's a lot of Iron Mans, absolutely. I own 97. Kev, too poor to afford any of them. They are pricey figures, mate. 98 to know that, there's an awful lot of them. Hell of a collection. And actually, this doesn't include, I think, they did an armor section thing a while ago, didn't they? Where you don't get the actual figure, but you get like the little die-cast armors or something. I think they did all that as well. Not a stock amount. God, that's prophecy. Yeah. Wonder what the 100th will be. That'll be interesting. I wonder if they're keeping track. That'll be interesting to see if they do a big shebang about it. So yeah, so that's what Iron Man figures. An awful lot of toys. Okay, guys. Conscious of time, and I'm sweating my bits off here. So we'll push on. Year in Geek, Back to the Future. This year, I think, was suggested by Chris, and we're looking at 1978. We're going to have a quick look at the movies and the TV shows that came out. So 78 gave with the first Superman film with Christopher Reeve. Jaws 2, which has got the end point, I think, where... Does he bite an electric cable or something and electrocutes the shark? I can't remember.
I remember that being one of the Jaws movie, but I don't remember with Jaws 2.
I think that was 2.
Right. It's like the the son's friends and the daughter's friends are on like a barge or something.
Barge thing.
Yeah.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, absolute classic sci-fi. Clint Eastwood, Every Which Way But Loose with Clyde the Monkey. Loved those movies. I think it was 2. Yeah. Deer Hunter, which is a classic I ain't ever seen, to be honest. And then we've got good old Grease. So, guys, in the kind of the thought of time, you can each pick one of them to watch. But if yours is getting picked already, you've got to pick a different one. We'll start with you, Sorrel. Which of those is your favourite or your go-to?
Grease is the word. It's the word.
Really? You're going Grease? Really?
Mate, I can't stand that old Superman film. Jaws 2 is diabolically bad. Deer Hunter's all right. I couldn't watch it again. I've seen it once. I don't think I've ever seen Clint Eastwood with a little monkey, and I don't think I want him. I'm not sure if that's even legal. So I think I'd go for Grease, mate. I'll watch John Travolta's hips any day.
Have you seen? So Yvonne Hood's still in the chat. Have you seen Grease 2?
No, Jesus, no. My wife has. I have not. It's a diabolically bad movie, I've heard.
People are kicking off. You shocked me, so I'll kick them off.
From what you all know about me, are you that surprised? Seriously?
Absolutely not. Yep.
I think you would have been disappointed if I'd said anything but that, to be honest.
Yeah. Loads of people are saying Deer Hunt is a classic. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I've read a little bit about it, but never seen it.
It's a good De Niro movie.
Okay, Efren, which one would you pick, mate?
I just seen Superman again recently, actually, before the movie came out. But looking at all 6 here, this Clint Eastwood, Every Which Way But Loose with the orangutan Clyde, that's a classic. It's such a good movie. You don't have to think about it much. Just an enjoyable movie to watch. So I think everybody wants Superman, yeah. But of all these, I would pick Clint Eastwood one.
Have you guys? So the other guys, have you seen any of the Any Which Way movies with Clyde?
Nope.
Oh, they're funny.
Just classic,
Yeah.
just good fun.
Yep.
You know, I love it, love it. Mr. Keegan, which one are you going for then?
I'm gonna pick Superman just to piss you off because you can't have it. Then
I don't want Superman. You have Superman,
I'll have Jaws 2. Then I'll take Jaws 2.
bastard.
No, I love Jaws. I think probably Jaws 2 is my favorite out of the lot of them. I enjoy that one the most. I think that's the one I've seen the most. It's a classic. I really love that one. So
Yeah, lots of people love Superman and Jaws 2. Great movies. I mean, I'm a massive fan of the Superman movie, predominantly because of Christopher Reeve, to be honest. But I have to say, I'm a massive fan of Invasion of the Body Snatchers as well. I think that's a great film. I haven't seen it for a long time, so I'll have to try and catch up on that one as well. So some interesting movies there. Some really cool films. At the start of the night, who would have thought Keegan would be my second least favourite on the stream? The world's gone mad. Both Clint Eastwood films with Clyde are brilliant. They absolutely are. We've then got a couple of other movies and some TV shows. So, I've never seen Invasion of the Body. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Have any of you guys seen that?
No.
I've never seen it. Actually.
It looks batshit crazy. I bet. I'm just going to take a wild guess. I bet Von Hoot's seen it. Von Hoot give her a sentence on whether it's worth watching or not. I've seen the cartoon, obviously, and I've seen the stills for this film. But God, it's not one I would ever watch. James, Halloween. I know you're a fan of Halloween. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, my second favorite movie of all time. Just an absolute classic. Like, it wasn't the very first slasher movie, but I think really popularized the formula of you have the kind of innocent sweetheart lead character, the final girl kind of thing. And like having it in an urban setting was a very unique thing. But I just think like it is as close to perfect a film can be. Like it is really flawless in terms of the way the story is told. The characters in it, like Loomis is just like a madman at it. He's great. Like the score, just incredible. It's it's still scary to this day, I think, and like no matter how much I watch it, I'm never bored. It's
that theme song every time like someone's hiding, he's coming from the dun, dun, dun,
yeah,
dun.
and just
It's
like
that
the slow
score.
versions of it.
Jesus,
Phenomenal. Yeah.
good
Yeah,
film.
it's a good one. It's a very good one. Sorrel, Dawn of the Dead. Are you a fan?
I am a fan. Like Dawn of the Dead.
Tell
The
us a little
original.
bit
The
about that
original. This is the original one, right? The original one. Yeah. So yeah, great movie, groundbreaking. Very weird ending though, isn't it? By modern standards.
I can't remember it. I have to
Is
be
this the
honest.
black and white one? Am I thinking of the right one?
No, this is the one in the mall.
No, it's in the
Oh,
mall.
this is the George A. Romero
you're
one.
thinking
I'm thinking of Night of the Living Dead. I'm thinking of the wrong one. I'm thinking of the wrong one. I have seen Dawn of the Dead, but it was a long time ago. I think I remember the remake more than the original, to be honest.
Yeah. I remember the mall scenes now, but then again, I don't know if I'm blending that with, like you say, some of the modern takes, because didn't they pretty much redo?
Yeah, the Zack Snyder version is the remake. Yeah.
Ephron, Battlestar Galactica.
I loved it when it first came out with the Cylon starring Lauren Green, Richard Hatch, and I think Dirk Benedict.
Yeah.
Just the whole premise of this series, like, oh God, this is so good. And then when they made the show years and years later with Edward James Olmos, they used the original Cylons too as part of that show too. You know, that they basically were like cyborgs, but then they became human looking. You know, but I loved this show when it was first out. You know, I really enjoyed it.
Again, a cracking theme tune as well. You know, all those old shows had great theme tunes. We've then got one of my personal favourites of all time, Mork and Mindy. Absolutely love that show. It's my happy place. I remember watching it as a kid. Presume you guys have all seen Mork and Mindy.
Seen bits of it. I heard. I think it was this that it was like a fun fact that Robin Williams kept sneaking in swear words in different languages or something like that. Yeah.
He was also off his tits for, I think, 95% of the filming. Yeah. But just a lovely show. And then one that hesitant to put the slide on, but I remember
Yeah,
watching
I'm
this
standards. This looks a bit weird, mate.
Yeah, I remember watching this as a kid. And all I can really remember, so I'm interested if the chat remembers this. I thought it was called Monkey Magic. I didn't think it was just called Monkey. But it's kind of bizarre. So he's got like a fish friend, I think. And all I seem to remember is him plucking his hair out, blowing on it. And then a magic pink cloud appears and he flies around on the cloud fighting crime.
This sounds like an acid dream, Peter. Are you sure you
But I'm sure it was great. You know, back in the day, I'm sure it was absolutely great. I need to go and do some Googling and find out a little bit more about it because, yeah, my memories are that it was great fun, but I might have been unconscious. I don't know. I might have been dreaming. Let's see what the chat have saying. Sean, panels in a half pint. Invasion of the Body Snatchers N is one of the best ever. Heartbreak. Have you guys seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorrow. That N is just.
I've seen the famous clip of him doing that, James. I've seen
Yeah.
that bit all. Yeah, they always show that clip, don't they? On
Yeah,
countdown
it's
things.
superb. Fuzzy, Nanu, Shazbit. Killer Tomatoes, mental fun. Okay. Battlestar's my favourite. Only watched it all the other day. There you see, Chris I knew I wasn't insane. I grew up on Monkey. What a show. I seem to remember it being great fun. I've seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Never getting that. Never getting that time back. Steven's seen Monkey. I watched Battlestar recently, and oh my god, it was challenging watch, and not what I remember it being. That's the danger when we do these nostalgia rewatches, isn't it? Sometimes they just don't stack up. I'm afraid. I hate that Mork and Mindy and Happy Days aren't available on streaming here. Really want to show a badge of them. Yeah, Mork and Mindy, in particular, as a classic. They crossed over as well, didn't they? I'm sure we had the Fonz on Mork and Mindy at one point as well.
It was the other way around. He first started on Happy Days and back in the 50s, and then he went to the future, so to speak, to start his own show, Mork and Mindy.
Okay, got you. Go on, Fuzzy. Give us a fuzzy fact. What series did Mork and Mindy become a spin-off from? We've just done it. Yeah, go on, tell us a story, Peter. How dare you, sir? Cocaine does that, James. I love Mork and Mindy and Battlestar Galactica. The original is much better than the other. Mark calling Orson come in, Orson. The theme tune of Monkey Magic, wasn't it? I'll have to check out. I have to go and Google Monkey Magic again, see what it was all about. I think it was dubbed. Yep, had a character that was a pig who had a fishing rod, I think, is his weapon or something. It was very strange. My uncle watched Monkey, and I've seen a clip of it. Robin's costume from Mork and Mindy is a reuse of a costume from the original Star Trek. Didn't know that. That's interesting. Killer Tomatoes, great retro toy line and cartoon. I remember enjoying the cartoon. There's an animated version of Monkey. It aired in the 1990s. Oh, God. Pigsy. Pigsy was the pig. Yeah. And I once had a magic... Oh, God. Okay, marvellous. Couple of cartoons to end. We're off on, guys. We've got the original Lord of the Rings. We've got one of the greatest horrors of all time, Watership Down. G-Force, the original Fantastic Four, and Godzilla. So, James, pick one of them to tell you about.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah, the first adaptation of the books, and I saw this after seeing the live action ones. And it's very weird to see just an interpretation of the story that's not like anything like the Peter Jackson version. But it's interesting. Like it's a kid's animated film, but it's got like a lot of charm to it. I think it's just interesting how it kind of portrays a lot of the characters and a lot of the the sequences, the famous ones.
I remember enjoying it. I remember thinking it was a decent watch.
Gandalf, I loved it. I thought Gandalf was great. Yeah.
Efren, how about yourself?
The one I remember is the Fantastic Four one. Little quick note about this series. They didn't use the Human Torch for legal reasons. I forgot exactly why, but they were
afraid kids were going to set themselves on fire, I think was
one of those what you call it, Mandela things. That's actually not true. So I always thought that as well. I thought that it was because the Human Torch was perceived to be too risky and whatnot. Apparently, at the time, there was an optioned Human Torch standalone movie. So they were told they couldn't use him because they were going to use him in a
How would they have made that back then?
Well, exactly. It was
just constantly have a stuntman on fire the whole movie.
I remember enjoying that Fantastic Four run. I remember thinking
That was a good show,
pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah. Sorrel, how about you, mate?
I would have gone for the Lord of the Rings as well. I think that's the only one out of all of them I've seen, to be honest. I know of the other ones, and I've probably seen them at some point, but don't have vivid memories of them, I'm afraid. But the Lord of the Rings, I used to rent that from the video store all the time. That was dark and bleak, man. That was terrifying for a child.
Yeah.
Very dark.
And you know that to Watership Down. Have you seen Watership Down?
Yeah, I've seen it when I was a
heard of
kid.
I don't know what this
It's like
is.
horror.
You don't know what it is?
No,
It's
I've never heard of it.
horrific.
Wow.
Watership
Very old
Down.
by Orson Welles.
So they've remade it, but it's the original you've got to watch, and it's bunny rabbits in a beautiful cartoon format who then just get wiped. Well, some of them get wiped out. Some of them are foaming at the mouth. One of them gets a thing around its neck, and then at the end they're up a hill on, and they God, it's awful. A lot of them die, and you see the rabbit spirits going around them. That's why you get the sort of bright eyes. You know, bright eyes with all the dead things floating around. You say, what the?
Right. I'll look
It's
into that.
horrific. It's a great film, but it's
No, it's known for scarring an entire generation.
yeah. It's let's just see what the chat says, guys, before we move on. Watership Down was traumatic. Yeah, Monkeys based on the 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West. Thank you very much for that, Stephen. Lord of the Rings is a nice bit of animation, but only really half along. Really half along with the story. Yeah. The Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. I can't remember any of you have seen that or remember that. It's
I
classic.
know of it, and I've seen VHSs of it when I was a kid, but I couldn't tell you about it now for love nor money. But I know I've seen it.
I'm sure that's the one with the really weird theme tune. The Up from the Depths.
will have
He's
been,
20 stories
I'd
high.
imagine so, yeah.
Godzilla. Bum, bum, and then it goes, Hangadzuki.
Yeah, the little tiny Godzilla, little
Yeah.
son of Godzilla, whatever it was.
Yeah. Watership Down is a rabbit horror movie. See, a lot of love for that. Loved Battle of the Planets. I can't remember Battle of the Planets very much. I think I missed that one. I think the Fantastic Four is on Disney.
Yeah, I think it is.
Fuzzy. I think that's got a cracking theme tune from memory. Watership Down. The damn theme tune still makes me cry, and it plays through my head every time I have a pet put to sleep. Oh God, Shelley. Yeah, it's
Jesus.
traumatic. It is traumatic. Watership Down. Fuck me. That destroy. See, James, you're missing a classic horror. We should do that and review it for the horror channel.
I'm looking it up now.
You want the original, but make sure you watch the original.
Is the remake also animated?
Yeah, but it's not as devastatingly depressing. Yeah. Yeah, Stephen, I knew it had a good theme tune.
Oh God. This looks like horrifying.
Bright Eyes, that was it. Bright Eyes. Yeah, it did. That's the song. We're getting really depressing. Isn't that the song that Elton John changed for Princess Diana's funeral? Or was that the same one?
I don't know. Candle in the Wind, wasn't it?
That was Candle in the Wing, sorry.
Candle in the
Yeah,
Wind.
sorry, yeah. My apologies. Godzilla and Godzuki. Yeah, I love Godzuki. Godzuki. Watership Down, better than most modern horror films. You've got to do one good scare Watership Down. Could you imagine? That would be
People demand
superb.
it.
Watership Down made me cry. I'm glad we've traumatized so many of us tonight. Yeah.
Like, where would I even find that? Like, is it on YouTube or?
It'll be on YouTube. It's
You'll
probably
find it on
YouTube.
Amazon Prime at least. and
Or
somewhere
on
I'll
Shudder.
have it.
It'll be on Shudder. Yeah. Connie's here. Nice to see you, Connie. Agree about Watership Down being a horror movie. Weird fact: the real Watership Down is right next door at the film location for Downton Abbey. Oh Christ! Yeah, Candle in the Wind. I got it wrong. My apologies. Yeah, Elton changed it from Candle in the Wind to No. Oh my God, weird.
Hey,
Weird, man. God, mate. Okay, let's move on. It's quiz time, guys. It is time to do our usual little quiz section. So, chaps, I thought I had a minute counter. I haven't. We're going to do something slightly different this week. James was excited because he brought a bit of paper. You don't need paper, James. You don't need paper.
I don't need paper to that. Gee.
But I was correct that there was going to be a quiz segment.
There is a quiz segment, but you don't need paper. You don't need.
Well, I'm going to assume we need paper until you tell us that we don't need paper. So you should have told us there was no need for paper this time.
Okay. So James won last week. Look at his little face. James won last week, so you guys are up to try and beat him this week. So, dead easy game, right? I'm going to set a timer if I can find my clock. That sounded totally.
What the fuck was that?
I just realised how rude that sounded. Going to set my timer. So, basically, it's dead easy. You're going to each get a letter, all right? And then you've got to give us an answer starting with that letter for each of the questions I'm going to read to you. Okay? You've got a minute, and it's whoever gets the most right. So in the chat, you can do this in places as well. Fuzzy, if you can... I know you said you wouldn't mind helping out. If you can count how many correct answers people get. So, for example, I would say, I don't know, Efren, you're going to have, I don't know, the letter P, and then I'm going to read you a question, and you've got to shout out the answer. So I might say, I don't know, a sandwich filling, and you would say peanut butter.
Does our letter change between questions?
No, same letter.
Okay.
See how many you can get right in a minute. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a minute for me, a minute for Sorrow,
Yeah.
a minute for... Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Sorrel's got this. If you've watched or listened to, any early morning UK radio shows, this is what they do. Amanda Holden does this game. All right? So, Sorrel, we're going to start with you. Okay?
Thank God.
Give us a number between 1 and 4.
3.
So, your letter is A. All
A.
right? A. Okay, so Fuzzy, if you can count correct answers for us. Again, in the chat, if you want to play along, you're playing for the letter A. So how many you can get with the letter A. And we'll start now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
A food.
Apple.
A movie.
Aeroplane.
Oh, a superhero.
Ant-Man.
A place.
Antigua.
A comic book.
Ant-Man. Can I say the same one twice?
Yeah, go on. The cartoon.
Cartoon.
There's an obvious one here.
Is there?
Yeah. There's a really obvious
Come
one.
on, a cartoon. A cartoon. Come on.
Hey. I don't know. I can't think of one beginning with A.
Do you want to pass?
Mine's pass.
A toy.
Action Man.
A TV show.
I don't know, man. This was a bad letter. I thought A were going to be easy.
That's your time, Sorrel. That
tough.
is your time. That is your time. James, what was the easy one?
Animaniacs.
Oh, freak.
Ah, come on. Fuzzy, total it up for us, mate, and let us know in the chat how many Mr. Sorrel got.
I counted 6 also. Yep.
6.
I was deliberately not looking at the chat as well. I was looking off, so I was trying not to look at the chat.
That's not bad going, that, mate. That's not bad going, Sorrel. Let's see what we've got in the chat. Chris was straight in there with Apple, Atom, America. Connie, Apple, Amazing Spider-Man, Aquaman, Amsterdam, Ant-Man, American Dad. Some good ones there, some good ones. Mr. Keegan.
Yep.
Number between 1 and 3.
2.
2. Your letter is... What was that? Did someone just explode?
I put my pen down.
I'm nervous. I'm really nervous.
I
for
got a
some reason.
fright
I
there, I
don't
got a
know
fright. Okay, James, are you ready?
What's my letter?
I'm going to tell you in a second. Chill out. Chill
I'm
out.
ready, yeah.
We're going to give you the letter T.
Okay.
Ready? A sweet or a chocolate bar?
Terry's Chocolate Orange.
An actor?
Tyrese Gibson.
An animal?
A pterodactyl. No, that's P, isn't it? No, pass.
You can't pass. Go on.
So I
Come
thought
on.
you said we could pass. Tiger.
Tiger, okay. Food?
T-bone steak.
A movie?
The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
No, you can't have the. Come on.
Why can't you have the?
Don't argue. You've got your time. Come on.
Why is this so hard?
It's hard reading on the spot.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, Keegan.
Oh my God,
Come
I
on,
can't think of
Keegan.
I can't think of a movie.
What are you doing with your hand?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We're going superhero.
This is hard. This is really
Time.
hard.
Time.
Seriously?
Time.
I could not think of a superhero.
What were you doing with your hand? What was that?
I was just like,
It's the reaction to let you panic, don't you?
shit.
Total Recall's a good one, guy. Oh,
disappointed.
5. 5 for Keegan. What are we getting in the chat? We had Timeout. Oh, Timeout. Nice. Twirl.
Thunderbolts.
Tim Allen. Twix. Terry Crews. Tiger. Could have had Turtle.
Why did
Turkey,
I think the Marvelous Miss May? I
Turbo.
don't know why that came into my head.
Another Timeout. Twister. Total Recall. Terminator.
That's the time of
You
people out there.
Fuzzy's been supportive. You plum. You plum. Okay. Efren. Are you ready, Efren?
Yes.
Good man. So your letter, Efren, is between 1 and 2.
1.
So it's B.
Okay.
Right? So are we ready?
Yeah.
We're off. Starting with a B. A place.
Boston.
A comic book.
Batman.
A cartoon.
Batman.
A super villain.
Bane.
A toy.
Barbie.
A TV show.
Battlestar Galactica.
A sweet or a chocolate.
A sweet or a chocolate. God. Baby Ruth bar.
Ooh, an actor.
Benedict.
An animal.
Bear.
A food.
Banana.
A movie.
Batman.
A superhero.
Batman.
That's bullshit.
A we're going back and play another place.
Another place. Bermuda.
Another comic book.
Another
That's
comic.
your time.
Batgirl.
That's your time.
That
your
is.
time.
James,
I couldn't
to be
have
fair-
the. But he's allowed to put Batman 4 times. That's
Yeah,
not
To be
fair.
fair, he
That's
got
not fair
6
at all.
before he
answers.
started spamming Batman.
Different
to be fair.
answers.
He
Different
got 6
answers.
before all the Batmans.
Efren, you've blown my socks off there, Efren. You are superb, mate. You are
Has he got-
superb. How many has he got, Fuzzy? I mean, I
10
lost
or
count.
11, was it?
That was
Quite a
superb.
lot.
Nice.
Whilst Fuzzy's doing that, we've got loads of people twit after James. Transformers, Turbo, Berlin, Belgium, Batman, Efren, you're fast, Bounty, 12. Didn't accept one Batman. The judges ruling is final. The judges ruling is final. So, Efren, you've stonked that, mate. Well done. So that means that Efren and James are now neck in neck for the prize of the end of the 12 weeks.
And I would
Good
have got away with
stuff.
2 if we went with that middle and Efren.
Yeah, you do. So I think what we've learned there is that James was terrible, but the rest of you guys were really good. Really good. Yeah, James's little hand took all of his brain power, I think.
I got 1 less than
You got
Sarah
one less
did.
than me. Yeah, you got one less than me.
Technically.
And
that
I
means you
should have been
lost.
given the Marvel. That should have been.
You should have.
That should have been.
You should have.
It begins with T.
Hang on. Wait. James. Listen, I have to be honest. I don't make the rules up. Fuzzy is the adjudicator. Fuzzy, should we allow James to have the T for the? Are we allowing that? I mean,
He's gonna put cock off.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it to appear.
yeah. Okay, guys. Couple of reviews, and we're getting to the end of the show. You'll be happy to. I concur.
Fuzzy, I love you.
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy, I love you.
Fuzzy, you are fair. Don't let anyone say it.
That's a load of crap. That now.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't have
Okay.
won. I still wouldn't.
No,
have won
you're
anyway.
still
Yeah.
dreadful.
Yeah.
Still dreadful.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Couple of reviews. I'm conscious of the time. Back on The Bear. The new season of The Bear has started. Are you guys watching The Bear?
Never
You're
seen it.
muted, Efren, mate. You're muted, Efren.
Oh, sorry, guys. I just watched it. Yeah, I watched it. I finished it a couple days ago.
So I've not finished the season yet. I don't think it's as good as the last couple of seasons, but I'm still thoroughly enjoying it. I think it's a great little show.
Yeah.
Great little show. If you're in, James, I know you're into your food and your cookery shows and stuff like that, so it's well worth watching if you like that kind of stuff. Some great performances in it. Sandman Series 2 Part 1 just concluded. Absolutely phenomenal. I've absolutely fallen in love with this show and the cast. I've not read the Sandman books, so it means I've gone in blind to this, which is even more powerful, I think. So if you've read the Sandman books, you'll know some of the plots because it sticks very, very close to it. We've ended the kind of this season with his interaction with his son, who's a severed head, basically, who can't die. And it was just breathtakingly beautiful. I bubbled my little eyes out. And then we've got Predator Badlands new trailer. Guys, what did you think of this? We'll start with you, Efren, as the victor. What did you think of the trailer?
I really liked it. I like that the predator is the prey in this one. Sorry, spoiler, I've not really seen the trailer yet. My question is the female character, she's not human. But I just want to know exactly. I didn't read more into it after I seen the preview here. I just want to know who she is.
So she's an alien, you know, the androids and those.
She's an alien and what?
No, do you know the movie's Alien?
That's what I thought.
She's a Weyland Yutani robot, like android.
I thought that's what crossed my mind when I seen it because of her eyes, you know. And I go, wow. So she's crossed over from Alien, from the Alien world.
So yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, you know, but I wasn't sure. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, this has got me excited. The trailer's much more visible than I expected in terms of, I think you see an awful lot. They're not shying away from stuff here. Sorrel, what did you think of it?
It looks like they're trying to set up like a 20th Century Fox kind of shared universe. In the Predator's cabinet, did you notice all the other stuff that was in there?
I saw some of it, yeah.
So there was like the skull from Independence Day from the Alien from that. Obviously, like the robots are clearly from the Alien franchise. It's like they're slowly building things up. I love that.
Yeah.
It does look good though. I'm liking the fact, like you say, this is a young predator and he's technically being hunted by other predators by the looks of things.
Yeah.
Looks very interesting though. Very very looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. What about you, James?
There was sorry, just quick off. There was a thing. I'm sure we saw in that trailer, like the elder predators. They've made figures of those by NECA, and I swear I saw a couple of things. I'm like, I swear I've got a figure of that on my shelf. Like they seem to have like the big taller elder predators and the sort of Ahab predator, like the more mature looking big beefy ones.
Yeah.
Look forward.
Yeah, and I think we saw some of that in the animated movie, didn't we? Where they kind of hinted at different classes.
I'll go watch that now.
Still not watched it.
Nah, I'll watch it today.
Oh,
I'll watch it after this. I love the look of this. I think it's a really it's just a cool flip of the formula to have the protagonist be the predator. I think that's a really great idea. I think having a companion for him, it's a clever way of doing that, where like it's not he would just kill a person. But the fact that it's an android, that's obviously why he's not. And then like that way you can get interactions with him. I think that's really cool. Yeah, just him fighting a big monster. And that's what the movie's kind of like. I think this will take all the elements I loved about Prey and are going to carry over to this. So like, I think this is going to be exceptional. I really hope it's not a letdown. I'll be really good if it is.
I'm positive. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be good. Just so you know, it's all kicking off in the chat, guys. Fuzzy's lost a $5 betting on James. Shelley says he should allow you to use the
yeah, I think that was horse shit, to be honest. Yeah.
Fuzzy's stamping his authority. He's the sheriff. He says otherwise. And then God, Shelley's coming back. You need to listen to your deputy more. So we've got a great dialect going on there. So it's nice stuff. But I'm with Fuzzy. Anyway, moving on. Comic book reviews, guys. Predator versus Spider-Man issue 4 came out. Any of you guys read this?
Not yet. I've been reading it, but I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah. I was chatting to a chap called Elliot, who's done some stunning covers for Fuzzy Dunlop in the chat there. Lost Boy Comics, I think. Fuzzy, correct us if I'm wrong. He's changed his name recently. Lost Boy Comics, I think, on Instagram, about this, and we both had the same view that I thoroughly enjoyed the first 3 issues. This last issue just felt completely flat, and I don't quite know why. It was okay. Don't get us wrong. It was still okay, but they introduce a new version of the Predator in issue 3, which was really intriguing. Which is a Predator that's kind of gone off the rails and isn't bothered about the kind of the honor of the fight. Calls itself the Skinner Predator. And it basically skins its victims and wears their pelts, as it were, over its face and stuff. I loved that. Introduced at the end of issue 3, issue 4, it's dead in a couple of panels. It's like, well, that was a really interesting, kind of character. So yeah, bit of a letdown, but it's leading on to a bigger thing. I think it's leading on to a bigger thing. Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. I said I wasn't going to read this. But I thought I'll just give it a go. Do you know what? It's easy, straight,
it's just fun reading
fun.
it.
Yeah. Did you like it, Sorrel?
I enjoyed that. I do. You kind of know what you get into with that kind of a book, don't you? It was just faff, but it was lovely. It was great.
Yeah. And they are quite clever. So you kind of get my favorite character, as everyone knows, is Thor, and in theory that could make the battle quite quick and easy. But the Godzilla knocks him into the atmosphere pretty much straight off the belt. So it kind of it's just fun. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's fun. I then read the X-Men Age of Revelation. We talked about this on the last show. We weren't quite sure. Well, I wasn't quite sure about it. Anybody read it yet?
Yeah.
You read it, Sorrel?
I've read it. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a really good, solid issue.
Is this book taking the place of the current X-Men run, or is it like a side story?
This is a standalone at the moment, and then I think they're all taking the place of the future ones later on. I wasn't sure about this because I've not been a big fan of the X-Men for a little while now. I read this because I'm a big fan of Age of Apocalypse, and I thought, well, if this can capture just a little bit of that, I might be all in. I absolutely loved this. I thought this was a great introduction. It got us excited for X-Men again, which I haven't been for a long time. So I will be continuing this story. I'll be definitely reading it going forward. Whether all the additional issues can maintain the quality, I don't know. But the core storyline is got us interested. It's basically set in the future, guys, if you haven't read it, where the mutants have basically taken over and the big parts of the Earth have been kind of decimated for humanity. So yeah, good story. Okay, right, before we move on to just checking the chat and seeing what people have got coming up on the channels, hashtag TripleG, and we'll give away a few comic books. So hashtag TripleG in the comments, and we'll give away some comic books. Whilst we're doing that, just going to have a quick look at the chat. Now that I've seen a classic, we're talking about Mac and Me. Haven't seen Mac and Me for years. He's a teenager, Fuzzy. That's the whole point. I think that he's there to try and...
Yeah. He'll be on his pilgrimage, which is what the Predators do. He'll be on his pilgrimage to get his armors, basically. You've got to do your first kill to be entitled to your full armor and stuff in there. Universe.
Yeah, and that's why he's not got his mask and his helmet and all that kind of stuff. They showed that, didn't they, in Aliens versus Predator, I think.
They showed it in
the gun and stuff. Yeah.
What was there was a Predator film a few years back where it was a Predator being hunted by other Predators as well, didn't they? They've already done that storyline once before.
Oh, okay.
In the Predator franchise. I can't remember which one it was. It was like that dodgy remakey one they did.
Oh, okay.
There's
I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, the Predator. I think
Was it Predators or something? Something like that.
Predators has a Predator versus Predator better than the Predator.
Yeah.
Has like an uber.
Because it was the first time they introduced that really big, tall one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the
Steven saying, loved Predator versus Spider-Man, but the end felt a little damp and no big road. Yeah, I agree, mate.
Did.
I agree. Everybody's talking about Mac and Me. I worked with a sergeant in the police with no word of a lie. It looked just like Mac. I printed a copy of the David Cole. He's leaving gift. Wow. I want to read Predator Kills the Marvel Universe. So yeah, Stephen, I do as well, but I'm slightly disappointed. So me and Nephron talked about this on our show a little while ago, that I was excited for this because the Marvel Kills universe is normally kind of no holds barred and people can die and all the rest of it. But the way I'm reading it, this is a continuation of the Spider-Man story. So I think it's in continuity. So that kind of takes away some of the risk involved, I think.
Well, do you not think that like because like the Marvel characters keep winning against the Predators, that they're going to send like a mothership of Predators down to like take on the superheroes?
Maybe.
Like because they keep winning, so they see the Earth's heroes as like good prey.
But yeah, but I want that as a
standalone
separate
book,
standalone, so people can die basically.
Yeah,
Because it seems
yeah.
silly if no Marvel characters bite the bullet fighting the Predators. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, lots of comments here. Thank you very much, everybody. What's a triple leg? Okay, good stuff. Right, chaps. What have we got coming up on your channels? What's happening over on Super Soros channel? We'll start with.
This week it's going to be all San Diego Comic Con news. There's going to be tons of stuff coming out starting tomorrow afternoon, probably, because it's the preview day tomorrow. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll probably be live every single night talking news of the day. If anybody wants to jump on with me, feel free. It would be very kind.
Cool. Good stuff. Efren, what's happening over on Passpoint Comics?
Last Sunday, I posted a video of me, myself, and Hood Rat. We went downtown to show a little preview of San Diego Comic Con. So that's up right now. Throughout this next week, starting Wednesday through Sunday, I'll be going live on Instagram and YouTube, just showing you up, the scenes from San Diego Comic Con inside the convention center and outside the convention center. If you have any questions, let me know on Instagram. I'll try to answer them, about Comic Con. And yeah, like I said, no sleep for the next 4 or 5 days. Just go. Get in bed about 11 o'clock, wake up about 5 o'clock, and just go for the next day.
Very jealous, mate. Very jealous. You'll have a cracking time. Mr. Keegan, what's happening over on One Good Scare?
We'll have One Good Scare live on Friday, where we'll be talking about the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. And then we'll have an I'll Be Right Back up in the next couple of days as well. That's just about finished now as well. So.
Good stuff. Okay, last chance, guys. Hashtag TripleG in the chat for your chance to win some comic books. Remember, if you're a member of my channel, you get 2 additional pulls. If you're a member of my channel and Soros channel, he'll send you some stuff as well. So, guys, as you know, we end the show on a bit of a killer question. This week's question has come from Chris Bell. I don't moderate these, guys. The questions come in. They're as random, as weird as you might want. So, James, we're going to start off with you answering this one. Speed of light reduces 1/3 through glass. Ergo, greenhouses are time machines. Discuss.
I literally do not have an answer for that. I don't know what to say. What am I supposed to say? The use of the word ergo threw me off there in the middle of it, I think.
I mean, I guess, yeah. What do you, I don't know. Yeah.
Hurts my brain.
Anybody got an answer for Chris? I feel we'll have to give him an answer. We can't leave him without an answer. Sorrow?
So we'd need a lot of greenhouses to slow down time fast enough that we can move forward in time within the greenhouse to time travel technically.
Yeah.
You would need at least what? The 300 something greenhouses?
I just want to clarify to Fuzzy. I know what the word ergo means. I'm just saying the use of it kind of threw me off in there. I'm not stupid. God damn.
I mean, it sounded like you didn't know what the word.
I know what it
I'm
means.
I've
never actually seen it written down before.
I'm not gonna
like ergo,
Yeah. I mean, Efren, do you have an answer for Chris?
No, actually not. Okay. Thanks for telling us. I don't know.
Ergo greenhouses are where killer tomatoes come from. There you go. Would they go back in time only? So Chris,
they don't think charge. From what I've understand, they believe that you can't travel backwards in time. It would only ever be forwards in time, from what I understand, because the time is linear and it's always moving forward, never backwards. Because you'd only be able to slow down time at our point slow enough to move forward in time. That's my understanding of it from a scientific point of view.
Also, it only applies through light. Like if I was just perpetually jumping through greenhouse windows, I'm so slower.
I'm just saying, I'm so glad I have not had any form of painkillers or things right now, because I would be spiraling.
So Green Claws is Doctor Who. I've never seen a grown man face plant a full English first time for everything. Did Ergo Nash state? Oh god. Chris sits on the bog having a shit and thinks of these hippies a legend. The speed of light would reduce. Sorry, the speed of light would be reduced. However, time and light are not connected in nature. Ergo,
It would not apply.
James, time would not vary. There you go. Fuzzy's seen Interstellar, so he knows this is correct. It's 25% when moving through water. So if the greenhouse was in water, that would make it even more of a time machine.
He's not wrong. He's
There
not
you go,
wrong.
you see? It would. I love how seriously it would slow down. It would just mean that light shows its own reflective speed to the point where light would take longer to reach its own end point. Don't like the segment Ergo. Incorrect. They are direct. Okay, let's thank you for. Oh my God, we've got the ex-Prime Minister. Speed of light slows down when traveling through pork. This has taken more time. This show is the show a time machine. I asked ChatGPT the question and it said grow up. Right. On my channel, chaps. Thank you for your question, Chris. It was appreciated. If anybody else wants to send weird questions for the show, please do. Memberships on the channel, doing really well on the channel at the moment with memberships. Please do drop us a line if you want to join. That would be much appreciated. Rusty Stables, we had our first show on Friday. It was great fun, me and Andy, so please go check out the rewind for that. Then next Friday, join me for another episode, but try and read, if you can, The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller, because we're going to be talking all about Dark Miller next week. Dark Knight next week, and we will have a copy of that graphic novel to give away. So please do make sure you check that out. Okay.
Fuzzy's comment.
I once went to a gym in a greenhouse. Wow,
So that's it, coming.
good stuff. Rishi's going to get a membership of the channel once he's sorted his Sky membership. Oh, my life. Efren, I wonder sometimes if you just sit not knowing what the hell we're talking about half the time. Do you understand?
I remember Sorrel said at the beginning, do I understand you guys? And yes, I understand you guys, but sometimes when you guys are talking about certain topics, no, I don't.
Yeah. It's very UK based, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we've got 27 people in the competition. Let's draw and get some comic books. Best of luck, everybody.
A lot of people.
And tonight's winner is. God, I'm hot.
It's warm.
It is hot. Rogue One Photography. Good stuff, Phil. I am very pleased you have won, mate. Let us just drop that off the screen. So Phil, big supporter of my channel, appreciate it, and a channel member. So Phil, you get 7 comic books. So chaps, we'll start with you, Mr. Keegan.
Stop.
So put my hand in something wet. Sorry. Just the first book I've got.
Yeah. First one.
Yeah. Efren,
Stop.
first book. First book, Efren, yeah?
First book. Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, so sometimes you say front or back, so it's just...
Oh, okay.
Sorrel,
The first one at the front.
first one at the front. Oh, it's nice. James,
Second from the back.
nice. Efren,
5th from the top.
that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorrel, pick us 2 more.
As Shelley says in the chat, stroke the kitty.
Struck the kitty.
Stop. James really despises when we do that. He don't like it at all.
I was asked yesterday, is there any words that freak you out? And I said no. But that's
What, stroke the kitty?
Stroke
Yeah,
the
but
kitty.
it's the way he
It's the
says
way
it.
I say it. It's the way I say it, I think.
That's filthy. Isn't it?
He doesn't like it when mummy and daddy have fun.
Okay, Phil,
I'm
here we
just
go,
jealous,
mate.
sorry, I'll do
Here we go, Phil. Phil, drop us a line in the chat. Sorry, in the Instagram, and I'll get these sent to you. So you have got a 1962 copy of Justice League of America 14. It's a
Wow.
nice old book.
Ooh.
So that is
Nice.
a nice old one with the original Justice League on the front there. So yeah,
nice.
right like that. That's a nice one. You've then got, this is an exclusive from our friends over at Hobgoblin's Hideaway. This is a Do You Poo book, with the Hobgoblin character and Spider-Man on them. So yeah, that's a nice book to have as well. We've got Strange Academy variant cover, issue number 18. I'm not sure who that character is. Do you guys know who that character is?
I'm not sure.
Don't know who that is. No idea. Don't know who that is. We've got Battle Beast number 1 from the Invincible Universe. We've got, that's nice. A nice Moon Knight Virgin cover. Blood splatter cover. That'll be from the new series, I think. Just been talking about that.
Shiny.
X-Men Omega from the X-Men Age of Apocalypse series. I think this is the final issue. Got a really cool battle between Magneto and Apocalypse in it. So yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. And then finally, this was a Comics Cure and Cancer exclusive. Unnatured Order. I'm not sure what the book is. I don't think I've read it, but it's a limited edition book, horror-based book as well. And Phil, I don't think I've sent you a mug yet. So if I haven't, let us know in the comments, mate, and I'll make sure you get one of those sent your way. So drop us a line on Instagram, and I'll get those sent to you within the next few days, bud. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been great tonight. We've done 2 hours 15, so I apologise to the panel for keeping you here that long. Thank you to the chat for persevering and pushing through. It's been great fun. Really have enjoyed it. But we will call it a night there, guys. Still 30-odd people watching. Really, really do appreciate that, guys. Great numbers for my silly little channel. We'll see you over on Sorrel's channel, probably every night this week. We'll see you Friday over on One Good Scare Show. And then we'll see you back here on Tuesday for another episode of this show. And then Friday after that, bloody hell, we do a lot. Friday after that, we'll do a show with Andy. Okay, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
The curtains close, it's time to go. We really hope you enjoyed the show. Check out my channel for more geeky fun, and hit like, subscribe before you run. All that remains is our thanks to you from Triple G and his YouTube crew. We really do hope you come on back, but for now, that's your whack. Yeah, that's your whack.